Hello, everybody. It's Mina. Welcome to the Dreamland. Hello. I mean, I know I'm a bit early, but hello. Early day today. Woo! I totally forgot to change my game capture. Shh. It's fine. Nobody say anything. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we are. Let me know if the sound is okay. If I need to turn me up or the game down or whatever the hell. Oh geez, there's something in the way of the microphone. Just fix things here for everybody. Whoop whoop. I see Argo is here. Now Argo, he got the moderator for stream avatars. So now he can give you guys stars, and I will just leave I'll just leave it to his discretion when to do it. Please do not abuse your mod privilege. I'm kidding. But yeah. Do let me know if everything is okay. You would never. No, of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. But yeah, thank you so much. We are playing 428 Shibuya Scramble again. I think the title says everything, you know? We're just we're just getting started with we're just getting started with we got Osawa's bad ends last time, where he had a mental breakdown. And now, I promised Argo that we would go with Tama. I think it's a good icebreaker. So we're just gonna go with Tama. For anyone who doesn't know, this game functions on a sort of parallel timeline kind of thing. So all of these 5 characters are doing stuff independently of each other, but their paths cross during the game. So now we're gonna go to Tama's story and see how they, how their story looks compared to the others. Last time we met with Osawa, he's the parent of the 2 girls who was abducted. Oh well, one girl who's abducted and one girl who's about to be abducted. I'm assuming that the police said she has been abducted because she's gone, but we don't actually know exactly what happened to her yet. Double 4-1 promotions. Ah, yes. And Kano is, of course, the detective that's working on the case. Achi is just like a dude who just happened to, like, run across one of the daughters. And we don't know anything about Minorikawa for now, but I think Tama's a good place to start. So, Achi, occupancy dude. I mean, is he jobless? I mean, I know he's in a gang, but, like, does he have a job? I don't know. Well, time for Tama. There is a Tama. That is indeed a Tama. Look at that, that's a Tama. It's very chill. It's so hot. It's so hot in this thing. Way too hot. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. Everyone else on the stream looks nice and cool. But here I am, getting treated to my very own personal midsummer heat wave. On top of that, I can barely see. I can barely breathe, for that matter. But hey, what can I do? Huff huff. Pant pant. Huff huff. Pant pant. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. I'm gonna pass out from dehydration at this rate. I may as well admit it. I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mascot costume could be so uncomfortable? A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job. I suddenly have so much respect for the people in those superhero team shows. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes in something like this? Heck, all I'm doing is standing here and I'm this close to calling it quits. But I can't. I need the work. I need the money. This is no time to be a wuss. If I give up on this, what else am I possibly gonna do? Check out the revolutionary new diet drink, Burning Hammer! I thrust a free sample towards the passersby. I was shouting as loud as I can. It is... And then, yeah. Look at that. Stamina and eggs! Yep, brilliant. A free portion, usually quite small, of a product given out to consumers as a sales gimmick allows them to test the quality and effect of a cosmetic or health product prior to purchase. Frequently referred to as a trial size or freebie version of the product, in addition to passing out free samples on the streets, some shops also include free samples with purchased products. Please note that simply taking a product without paying for it in order to test it out is theft. Don't do it. Do not commit a theft, please. Oh, that's funny. Or what drug dealers like to call a hook. No! No! Come on and give it a try. Oh, it's no use. People just walk by one after the other. They avoid looking at the sample. It's been like this ever since I started standing here. Who gives? You figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. If this keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid. And then this whole miserable experience will have all been for nothing. Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away. No exercising or dieting necessary. I can hear the desperation in my own voice. Just burn, burn, burn! Burn those pounds away! They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to offload dodgy product. It's that simple. That simple, folks. You just drink the weight away. I guarantee it. Oh no. Heck, this whole thing reeks of a scam to me, too. In other words, it seems extremely dubious or suspicious. The word scam, referring to a type of dishonest scheme, is actually of unknown origin. Several folk etymologies have been proposed, including that it comes from a simple shortening of scandalous misdeeds, but these claims have little evidence to support them. Huh. Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true. But still, free is free. You'd think I'd be able to give one or two away. It's not like I'm not trying. Okay, pep talk time. You can do this. Think about the money. Just start with one bottle. Alright, I'm gonna give this bottle away to the next person I see, no matter what. I close my eyes and gather my determination. I just need to get started, and the momentum will build from there. Oh god. It had to be these two. Uh-oh, that's their both. There are two people walking in my direction. Wait, two? Oh no, which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're both gonna pass me by. I just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys looks more likely to take it? I'll take your free sample from I will do it to our boy cosplayer extraordinaire over here. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Should we go with the businessman? Wait, I can always go back. I'll do it. Watching the free. I'm sorry. Is it? What was his name again? I'm sorry. I'm really. It's been a week. Sasayama. Yes, thank you. I remember it was like Sasa something, but I forgot the. Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off on the disheveled fellow to my right. Whoosh. To my surprise, he takes it! Sasayama, please! Oh, what's this? He asks, lifting an eyebrow as he looks at the bottle. I flap my fussy arms and strike a cute pose as I launch into the product pitch. It's Burning Hammer, the #1 new diet drink. Please give it a try. No thanks. Mantis, I'm good. I keep my arms held open wide and I pretend I didn't hear that. Look, he says I'm in a hurry, so he has to give this to someone else. He tries to hand the sample back to me, but I hold my ground. Oh god. For a few moments, we are at a silent impasse. Maybe he's weirded out by my cat alter ego holding its freeze frame pose, because eventually he looks away, slips the bottle into his pocket, and walks off. You did it! I did it. I finally got someone to take one. But there's still so many samples left. My brief surge of excitement dies before it can even fully take hold. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. There's a sales demo happening today at 1 o'clock at the Nokane building. Looks like the chicken has handed out all kinds of samples. The ultimate solution to get rid of someone, make it awkward. Yep. I don't get it. How come nobody's taking any of mine? What could I possibly be doing wrong? Look at the clock. It's a little after 11. My morning of wandering around hawking diet drinks is just about over. I'll need to get ready to head over to the sales demo. I'd love to take the costume off, but then I'd have to carry it. The samples I haven't given out are almost too heavy as it is. Oh well, I may not have gotten results, but I tried my best. I sure hope they don't withhold my pay or anything. Hey, what gives? You got that many left? The chicken speaks with a female. Okay, it's a woman, okay. Yeah, I reply sheepishly. Nobody seems to want to take mine. Well, I mean, are you looking for the right targets? Huh? Like groups of girls or bored-looking older ladies? Those are the types you're gonna be gunning for, you know? Wow, I hadn't even considered that. Now that she says it, it seems so obvious. This is a diet drink after all. Oh, it's okay. Of course, I'm not gonna have any luck trying to foist it off on random guys. Well, whatever, the chicken said. Here, give me the samples you've got left. I hand over my samples, and the chicken dumps the whole lot into her basket. I'll drink whatever's left so they don't find out you didn't pass them out, she says. Huh? Wait, like all of them? Yeah, all of them. The chicken sounds pretty confident in herself. These may just be sample-sized bottles, but still, they add up to a lot. I can feel myself on the brink of tears at the kindness of her offer. Thank you so much, that's a huge help. I bowed deeply, which made my mascot head wobble. Wobble, wobble. All of them! Leaving the station behind, we head down Sentogai towards the Norkana building. I'm still bothered about that. Sentogai. It's so hard to say that in, like... Yeah, I saw it. Ayakamiki. To the Norkana building. A multi-tenant office building in Uragawa-cho, located in Sentogai, Shibuya's downtown district. In addition to hosting the weight loss drink sales demo, the building is also home to the foreign capital protections firm Japan Cellcom, the IT mainstay Shibuya OnNet SON, video game developers Shindai Trat. Wait. Sounds familiar. I'm kidding. And Strikeback Labs, publisher of the monthly magazine Science Strikes Back, along with many other businesses. I'm sure all of those were like references to stuff, but... The Burning Hammer sales demo is gonna be held there this afternoon. The job's supposed to pay 10,000 yen for the day, but if we can sell at least 100 bottles of the demo, they promise another 10,000 on top of that. I need to make sure I sell those 100 bottles. I need that 20,000 yen and I need it ASAP. Okay. She is in money trouble. Interesting. We arrive at the Norkana building, a rundown multi-tenant office complex. We head into the room where the Burning Hammer sales demo is taking place. There are already about 50 seats set out. I wonder how many people the free samples will pull in. A stage has been set up at the far end of the room. That's where I'm gonna be standing, sipping Burning Hammer while explaining its effects to the customers. Hurry up and take that thing off. The chicken. Hurry up and take that thing off. The chicken flaps her wings as she speaks. It's kinda early, but come on, let's have lunch. I'm starving. Now that you mention it, I realize I'm pretty hungry myself. The demo's not starting for another 2 hours. I can't win a war against my stomach for that long. The chicken and I head to the waiting room where they've set out our lunches for us. Am I getting my bag real quick? Chicken asks. She arches her back toward me. Apparently she can't reach her own zipper. Oh sure, give me just a sec. I try to unzip the bag of the chicken suit, but my own suit's thick, fuzzy fingers have a hard time of it. So hold up, come on, I'm rusting in this thing. Hurry up and get it off of me. So many plushies. Wait, is that a Gretzko? No. But I think it's the same animal as a Gretzko is though, the one on the right. It looks very much like her. I've almost got it, it's just awkward with these mitts. Finally I get hold of the zipper and yank it. Downward. A girl emerges from the chicken as if the chicken itself were an egg. Oh, I'm alive! Her red sweatshirt is drenched in sweat. Almost at once, she's kicking back and cooling off with a hand fan. Sorry, but would you mind getting me too? I ask. Yeah, okay. I turn my back to the girl. It's probably what should be stuck. I hear metal clagging behind me. At long last, I'm about to be free of this 5-ton fursuit. Huh? The girl murmurs awkwardly. Huh? What? A spike of anxiety hits me. What's wrong? I ask. Yeah, that's a no-go. Zipper's busted. What? Yeah, sorry, this thing ain't coming off. What? My vision goes dark. No. No. I tug desperately as the costume, but no luck. I'm trapped inside. What the crap? Painter. Ah, well, we can talk to the boss about it when he gets back, the girl says. I mean, it's not like we can just cut it off you with scissors or anything. Sounds entirely unconcerned. It's so unfair! I need to get out of this stuffy, sweltering steam bath as soon as possible. All I can do is clench my fist in impotent rage. But anyway, good work out there today, the girl continues. I'm Chiriko Osugi, by the way. You can just call me Chiri. Chili. That's funny. She smiles as she introduces herself. I mean, I am a pretty cheery gal, after all. Okay, that's also a way. She breaks into a hearty guffaw. Oh, sure, I say. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, for sure. So, I guess you're not going to be able to eat lunch in that getup, huh? Huh? God, that's right. What should I do? Don't sweat it. Just leave it to me. Huh? I'll eat both lunches myself. Sad noises. Chidi doesn't even wait for me to reply before reaching for my lunch. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste, she says. She makes it sound like leftover food is a bigger concern than my hunger. Oh no! I can feel my appetite stirring all the more as she devours my meal with a satisfied grin on her face. A faint, pathetic gurgle rises from my belly. It's just a cheap little pre-packed box lunch, but right now it looks like a feast. So, what's your name? Chidi asks. Her cheeks are still packed with rice. My name? Yeah. Oh, it's I struggle to think of an answer. My eyes alight on the piece of tamagoyaki clenched between Chidi's chopsticks. Ah, the yellow slab of lightly grilled egg wobbles to and fro. Egg! Egg! I can see the inside from the way it's been sliced. Looks somewhat undercooked. Come on, what's your name? Oh, right, Tama. It's Tama. Huh? You mean like the famous cat? Well, ain't that fitting? Chidi chortles and stuffs the piece of tamagoyaki into her mouth, and takes a big swig of iced tea. I am beyond jealous! I wish I could gorge myself on those lunch boxes until I'm full to bursting. Heck, even a cold glass of iced tea would be a lifesaver right now. And so thirsty I'm starting to get all dizzy. Maybe I really am getting dehydrated. This isn't good. If I don't do something, I'm gonna pass out before the sales demo even starts. And then I remember something. The zipper down my back might be busted, but I can still take the head off, right? That way I'd at least be able to eat and drink stuff. Alright! Do we want to try the yanking? Just see what happens? Just be like, yoink! I think that'd be funny. I decide to grab the head in both hands and yank it upward with all my might. Oh, come on! No matter how hard I pull, it won't come off. Ow! A dull pain throbs in the back of my head. Yet I smack it against something at some point. Chidi flashes me a curious look. What are you doing? She asks. I thought maybe I could at least get the head off. Try pulling again, refusing to give up. That ain't gonna work. Nothing's attached to the body. I slip forward and defeat, face planting on the tabletop. No! Most folks would have noticed that when they put it on, you know? Well, I didn't. The boss helped me get into the thing. Well, don't let it get you down, Chidi says. Here, drink some of this. She pulls a bottle with a straw from her bag and pours some of the tea into it. In a fever of thirst, I jam the plastic straw through the mascot costume's mouth. Thankfully, it reaches as far as my own. It's like, for all I'm worth. This is so, oh god, I'm gonna be taken out of context. Stuck! She's doing the big suck! Oh, you would. You would, Argo. Look me in the eye and say you wouldn't. Yeah, I thought so. My body rejoices as the moisture returns to it like rain coming to the desert. And thus, I revive! Actually, it kind of does feel like I'm coming back to life. Oh, thank you so much! I'm never gonna forget this as long as I live! With tears welling up in my eyes, I clutch Chidi's hands in my fuzzy mitts. Oh hey, I'm not the kind of person to abandon someone in need, you know, she replies. And a embarrassed grin crosses her face. How come you're carrying this bottle around with you anyway, I ask. Oh, it's because I make my own protein juice. In Japan, the word protein is frequently used to refer to a powdered health food supplement that contains vitamins and minerals as well as a protein component. It's dissolved in milk or another liquid to create a drink. A protein diet typically involves drinking a glass of this in place of a meal. Drinking it in place of tea would assuredly lead to weight gain. Fair. But she hasn't eaten anything, so. Protein juice? Never heard of it. Something like that, yeah. I heard that if you have protein juice for one of your free meals a day, you'll lose weight. So yeah, I kinda need to keep it. Given Chidi's sort of, well, chubby frame, I don't think the protein has been working so great for her. I've been trying all sorts of stuff, but right now protein is totally the best thing for my diet. This stuff, though. Chidi casts her eyes at the samples of burning hammer on the table. It's like, totally bogus. Bogus? That's a surprise. No, it's not. Well, yeah, Chidi says. You've got to exercise if you want to burn body fat. The best way to burn fat is to engage in steady, low-intensity aerobic exercise. After roughly 20 minutes of such exercise, the body burns through its available blood sugar, and the brain sends signals to have fat brought into the bloodstream. This is how fat is burned. An aerobic exercise which leaves you panting and breathless is not effective. Huh, interesting. She smacks herself on one flabby arm. I mean, there's no way you're gonna lose weight by taking in more calories. Huh, didn't she just say she was drinking protein juice to lose weight? I keep that thought to myself. I mean, that beer is ridiculous as all-you-can-eat Kobe beef, she adds. She shakes her head seriously. I'm not sure about using all-you-can-eat anything as an example in a discussion about weight loss. But again, I keep the thought to myself. But hey, a job's a job, Chidi says after a moment, perking up again. They tell me to sell this junk, I'll sell it. A sudden wailing comes from the other side of the door. Please, just give me time, so I'll get it back to you. What the heck? Chidi says. Is that the boss? I nod. That's definitely Mr. Yanagishida's voice. He's the guy who hired me. Sliding up alongside Chidi, I very quietly open the door and take a peek inside. Whoop. Mr. Yanagishita is down on his hands and knees, begging, while the two uncouth-looking men glower at him. Wow! How to say I'm Yakuza without saying you're Yakuza? It's like this one guy I heard that went into a dine and ate a lot of vegetables, including buckets of cabbage daily. Oh no, that reminds me of a certain juice that I will not deign to say the name of. If you know, you know. Just a little more time, that's all I ask, he pleads. Once I sell this stuff, I can pay you back. See a tiny bottle of burning hammer in his hand. Just a little more, mimics the middle-aged fellow. I just gotta sell this. We've heard just a little more, mimics the middle-aged fellow. I just gotta sell this. We've heard enough of that out of you. Yeah, the younger guy sneers. We ain't giving you any more time, so quit asking. I really just need a little longer this time. Please, you gotta believe me. Oh, that's totally shady, bro. From the look of things, Mr. Yanagishida is dealing with some loan sharks. Though it seems obvious that this term refers to toothy predators of the deep, the word shark in this case actually has its origins in an older Germanic word meaning parasite, or someone who preys on others. The same words gave rise to the terms pool shark and cart shark. In the case of loan sharks, though, the initial mental image seems quite appropriate. Yeah. And the two fucks are clearly in no mood for his continued groveling. Stop groveling! It has bad RNG! Chidi and I exchange a glance. It's probably best if we don't go out there right now. But I'm really worried. Am I actually going to get paid for this gig? As I'm pondering that, one of the men grabs Yanagishida by the nape of the neck and drives directly to his feet. Come with us, pal. Take you someplace you can work off your debts. Say what? Mr. Yanagishida wails. The two men drag him away. Huh, guess he's gone then, Chidi says. She's already starting to pack up her things. Wait, what are you doing? I ask. Going home. Not much point sticking around. Going home? I mean, the demo's sure in heaven now. Anyhow, it's nice working with you. See ya. Moments later, Chidi's out the door. Wait! At least break this costume! Now what do I do? I've been left here all by myself. More or less at a total loss. No! Shift's over! Get out of here! Max! Welcome! Okay, let's see what's happening. Hey Max, love you. Mwah. Remember to check out stream avatars. You can go down and change your avatar. Ooh. Our poor feline friend isn't gonna get paid now that those debt collectors showed up and dragged her boss away. I'm certain someone hadn't told the fucks how to get to the Nokane building. They probably wouldn't have caught Yanagishita. The right decision happens at 11:15, but who has to make it? Wait, can you spawn 10 at once? I don't think you can. I think you have to do it one at a time. Sorry. But yeah, you can catch some stars and stuff. Okay. So somebody has to make that decision. Well, I guess that it's probably you. What did you do, bro? Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. The Super Cup 90 raced down Route 246 towards Shibuya. Super Cup 90, a motorcycle produced by Honda with an 85cc engine displacement. A common sight around town, often used by newspaper and postal delivery workers. Many owners are big enthusiasts, sometimes even swapping out parts such as the handlebars or mufflers and giving the body a repaint, resulting in fashionable bikes that don't even look like Super Cups at first glance. Huh. Sorry. Look at him go! The speedometer remained at a steady 60 kilometers per hour. Pumping the gas harder was no use. This is as fast as the bike could go. Minorikawa shouted as he sped along. Yeah, Minorikawa, that's such a name. Damn it! I am not letting you die! He jerked the handlebars and flew past a truck on the inside. The driver scowled at him as he shot by. Dude! You maniac! You trying to get yourself killed? Just the opposite! Minorikawa shouted back. I'm saving lives! The stoplight ahead turned red, cutting him off at the intersection. Oh no! Oh, come on! He had no choice but to slam on the brakes. But his agitation boiled over as he waited for the signal to change again. How long is this thing gonna stay red? Hurry up already! He brought the bike right up to the very edge of the line, keeping the engine revved like a dragster ready to peel out. Dude. Not on time, it's not in my dictionary! The light turned red. Then Minorikawa's own light turned green at last. He hit the accelerator as hard as he could. How does one pick an avatar on desktop? You scroll down and there should be a panel. I think it should be on your left. And there's like a panel. This is stream avatars, and then you can like authorize, and then you can go pick. There are Vocaloids in different colors and Kirby's in different colors. His engine died with a sputter. No. Ha! Oh, come on! What the hell? Car horns blared angrily behind him. In a fury, he pulled his bike over to the side of the road. You can also control the avatar through that menu. Yeah. No matter what he did, the engine refused to turn over. Was the problem with the spark plug or maybe the battery? Whatever it was, he didn't have the time to figure it out now. With tears in his eyes, he left the bike, his companion of 10 years, abandoned on the roadside. He was about to break into a run when he saw a taxi dead ahead letting out a passenger. He hurried to hop into the cab. Just head for Shibuya Station! I'll let you know exactly where once we get closer. Taxi driver nodded coolly. Of course, sir. 10 minutes! I need you to get me there in 10 minutes! The driver grimaced. I'm afraid getting there in 10 minutes is a bit... 15 then! Sir, that's still... Look, that's all the time I can afford! Assuming traffic conditions cooperate, sir, then maybe. I can't make any promises. Minorikawa looked at the driver's ID photo above the fare meter. His name was Hachiro Kimizuka. He was a middle-aged fellow, looked a little rough around the edges. Mr. Kimizuka, I chose you for this. You can do it. Curb! Yay, you curb! Woo! Is everything okay on the stream? Looks fine, looks fine, looks fine. Looks fine, looks fine, looks fine. Wait, are you a little... Oh, you're a little blue hamster? Oh, look at you, Max! Oh, no, you're so cute. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're so small. You're so small. Wait, it's the... Yeah, the stream avatar's on top. Aw, tiny little blue Max. He's so cute. It's okay, Mizuka. Okay, you can do it. Chose me. Sir, I'm pretty certain we met by chance. Okay, sure. I suppose you could phrase it that way. Anyhow, can we get going? Right, Kimizuka said with a faint sigh. I'll see what I can do. The taxi pulled away at a decent clip. Vroom. Vroom. I love little blue Max. It's so cute. Minorikawa's frantic journey had started 20 minutes earlier. He'd been at home, working on an interview piece. So he's like a journalist? He clucked his tongue in annoyance as the ringing phone broke his train of thought. Why did someone always call right when the words were flowing? If he didn't keep getting interrupted, he probably could have wrapped his piece up in no time. Be quiet! He pointed at the telephone as he yelled, I'm writing here! But his shouting did nothing to silence the ringing. He didn't have much choice but to pick it up. Minorikawa speaking. There's no response. Hello? He hesitated, ready to hang up. Was this a prank call? It's me. It's Toyama. It was Teruo Toyama, the president of Heaven Publishing. A publishing company that puts out both hard-hitting non-fiction books and tabloid-style scandal rags. The invincible journalist penned by company president Toyama himself was a candidate for the Japan Non-Fiction Prize. What a bunch of protagonists, huh, Mina? I know, right? What a bunch of dumbasses. Oh, what do you want? If this is about work, I'm already booked pretty full. He'd taken work from Heaven Publishing on several occasions, but the pay was hardly competitive. Lately he'd been turning them down a lot, so he hadn't heard from Toyama in a while. No, this isn't work-related. Now what do you want? I'm kind of pressed for time here, working on some copy. Minorikawa was in no mood to beat around the bush. It seemed like every conversation he had with Toyama went like this. Oh, you're busy. That's good. Busy's good when you're a freelancer. Toyama sounded unusually sympathetic. Minorikawa found it off-putting. I hear sales have been good on your end, he said cautiously. With this month's 4-Star General Gossip and all. 4-Star General Gossip was a monthly magazine, Heaven Publishing's flagship publication. I see. A magazine focusing on the private lives of celebrities and politicians. Most of the articles found in its pages are random nonsense, but out of every 100 or so, contains an actual major scoop, making it a difficult outlet to ignore. I see. That kind of place. What is it called? A broken clock is right twice a day, something like that? It had a small circulation, and for the most part flew under the radar, but once in a while they'd land some big scoop and sell like crazy. This month's edition had come with a free scratch card, a gimmick that had moved 100,000 copies with ease. 5 winning symbols in a row wins 100,000 yen, was it? Minorikawa asked. A weak, moist sound came from the receiver. Baffled, Minorikawa listened more closely. It came again, then again. Kinda sounded like sobbing. Mr. Toyama? Are you crying? There was another soft sob and then another. What's going on? Where are you? Minorikawa asked. At the office, Toyama managed. He let out another mewling whimper. What's the matter? It's nothing. It's gotta be something. Come on, what is it? Toyama gave no reply. Mr. Toyama, are you still there? Silence. What is it? What happened? Look, doesn't tell me anything. What the hell's going on? Toyama squeaked out a drawn-out whine. Okay, I'm sick of this. I'm hanging up now. Minorikawa was about to break the connection when he heard Toyama murmur. The only thing I can do now is die. No! No! The taxi lurched to a sudden stop as the driver slammed on the brakes. Minorikawa pitched forward, his face smacking against the back of the seat in front of him. Kimitsuka stuck his head out the window. Careful, buddy! He shouted at someone in the street ahead. You're gonna get yourself killed! What? What the hell is Kano doing here? I'm so confused right now. Oh my god. What? Wait, what? I guess he didn't die in this timeline. Minorikawa blinked the stars from his eyes and saw a man moving alongside the— Oh, wait, is this after he let the guy? Yeah, like, okay, so he let— In the end of his timeline last time, he let the guy run away, right? Well, he meant— So, is he trying to get someone to chase him? The guy grabbed onto the handle of the back door. Please, I need you to let me have this cab. No way, Minorikawa snapped. Who does this guy think he was? Please, I'm begging you here. Look, I'm in a hurry, pal. Get your own cab. I know how ridiculous this must sound, but please. This is really, really urgent. Urgent? This is a matter of life or death. Please. The guy did look pretty desperate. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with something urgent here, too. Then let me ride with you. I'll pay for the whole fare. My entire future's on the line here. The guy sure was persistent. Maybe he was telling the truth. But Minorikawa had problems of his own. Sorry, buddy. It's life or death on my end, too. I gotta look after me and mine. Right. So sorry to trouble you. Finally, the guy gave up and shuffled away. This couldn't have been that much of a life-ending crisis after all. Minorikawa checked his wristwatch. Damn it! That just cost us 5 minutes! I'll try to make it up, sir, the driver called back. The taxi lurched into motion, the engine quickly revving up to speed. Minoru pointing. Yeah. You played one station for Kano and Achi, then the next stage you only played Tama and Osawa so far. Well, I know. But I'm just trying to figure out how the timeline would have gone after the ending at 11 AM. Like, I'm trying to think of where he, like... Kano proceeds to be depressed and quits police force. God damn it! His psyche is too weak for this job! Let's go! Once inside the building, he avoided the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Publishing rented out the 3rd and 4th floors. In all likelihood, Toyama would be at the editing department of 4-Star General on the 4th floor. When he got there, however, the door was locked. Mr. Toyama! Hey, Mr. Toyama, please! He shouted in pain, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Minorikawa took a deep breath and then kicked the door in. Whoa! The sight as he stepped into the office filled him with horror. Minorikawa clutched the sides of his head. I'm too late. Damn. Oh no. If only I had gotten here a little sooner. Holy shit. Just 5 minutes. Minorikawa rushed to Heaven Publishing as fast as he could, but he didn't get there in time to save Toyama. And sad to say, it was really Kano's fault. Why does Kano want a taxi so badly? Check his 11:10 timestamp and this situation might become clearer. Damn. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit, bruv. Well, so he wasn't... Okay. Oh, I bet Achi to... Oh god. Achi! Okay, actually, I wanna go to Kano next, I think. I wanna see what he's doing. As he wandered through the back alleys, Kano gritted his teeth. Going after the guy on the bike had been a bad judgment call. By the time he got back up onto the pedestrian overpass, the man who'd thrown the attaché case was almost out of sight. Kano prided himself on being fleet on foot, but he knew even he would never catch the guy before he disappeared. Oh! Hip pad! Thank you for the hip pad, Max! Have fun! Have fun, have fun! Oh. Oh. Oops. Okay, that's settings on the game as well. Oops, doopsie. Control H is also something on the thingy. Whoops! Thank you for the hit pad. Thank you for the hit pad. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh, I'm stuck on this page. What do I do? Okay, there we go. Okay. Enter. I'm stuck! I'm actually stuck right now. This isn't even funny. How do I get back? Enter doesn't do it. Space. Tap. No. Escape. Oh god. I'm stuck on this. Why am I stuck? No. Wait. Control H. Okay. I just needed to click the same one again. But then my headpad came back on. It's not. Scuffed stream. Scuffed stream. It's the first time I've seen this menu. Well, you can get to it with Control H, apparently. Congratulations, you learned something new. How about that? How about that? Okay. He'd followed the culprit as far as the alleys, but there he'd lost him completely. All he could do now was hope one of his colleagues caught the man on the motorcycle. Because his voice crackled through the earpiece. Mobile Command Center, calling all units! The suspect on motorcycle has handed up the case to accomplice in Miyashita Park. Another foreigner. For real, Kano muttered. One thing immediately struck him as strange. Why hand the case off to someone else at all? Why not just escape on the bike? The man with the motorcycle dumped the bike and fled on foot. We've retrieved the bike and run the plate, and we've determined it was a stolen vehicle. Probably. Guess nobody's gonna press Control H while they play this VN. I know! The advanced police communication system is carefully maintained. By using the digital wireless system in their patrol cars, officers are able to directly access the station's computer network, allowing them to quickly check to see if an individual is on the wanted list or if a vehicle is stolen. We still don't have enough details to positively ID the suspect. The suspect now carrying the attaché case is heading towards Dogen Saka, also on foot. We've got him under observation. Dogen Saka, huh? That wasn't too far from where Kano was now. Looks like we're dealing with a foreign crime syndicate that's familiar with Shibuya. All units head to Dogen Saka, but do not, I repeat, do not attempt to apprehend the suspect with the case. Let's see where he goes. Kano nodded to himself. Without knowing more about the crook's MO, letting this guy go for now was probably the only right call. I just want you all to know one last thing. Kuze's tone grew more solemn. Whatever happens, I know I can count on each and every one of you. Don't disappoint me. Over and out. Kano had the unsettling feeling that the message had been meant for him. Aww. Right, it's now or never. The sudden appearance of the syndicate and its bizarre actions were rapidly moving things beyond the jurisdiction of both the MPD and the local police. Mustering his resolve, Kano headed for Dogen Saka. Kano pulled his cell phone out of... That's... Rumi. Kano pulled his cell phone out of his pocket. It was Rumi calling. She knew full well he wasn't supposed to take private calls while he was working a case. Maybe it was an emergency? He decided to pick up. Rumi? I'm sorry. Are you in the middle of something right now? Kind of. Is this an emergency? Well, yeah. So, I'm in Shibuya right now and... Shibuya? Where did you have to be in Shibuya now of all times? So, my father came down from Nagano all of a sudden. What? Rumi's father, Shizuo, had been staunchly opposed to the two of them getting married. Kano had visited his home many times, but the man had never even deigned to meet him. Yeah, he told me to tell you he wants to meet with you. What, now? Oh gee. Kano blurted the words out with more alarm than he'd intended. I told him you were busy working, but he said he'd wait. This can't be happening, Kano whimpered to himself. The best timing, I know, wow. I'm sorry, I know he can be demanding. That's not the issue. Her dad offering to wait made it harder for him to refuse. Alright, Kano said, but I'll have to call you back later, okay? I really am sorry. I'll be at a cafe called Lautrec. It's by the train station. Rumi hung up. Yeah, it's like, oh goddammit. For a long moment, Kano stood in a daze, staring at his phone. As if keeping up with the case wasn't stressful enough. At last, he stumbled into motion. But even as he scoured Dogen Saka for any sign of the criminal, his mind remained fixed on the meeting with Rumi's dad. There's no way of knowing when he'd be done with his casework today. But could he really pass up on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get her father's approval for her hand in marriage? Odds are that this will not be the only once-in-a-lifetime experience Detective Kano winds up having today. Oh, come on! You are so cheeky, Mr. Narrator-san. So cheeky. Maybe he could slip away for just a bit. There were plenty of detectives still who were tailing the suspect. Taking 15 minutes or so to meet with Shizuo wouldn't be such a big deal, would it? No! 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 I'm sorry, Kano, but that is so many levels of freaking fuck wild. No! No! I'm not doing it. No. No. Right now I've got a job to focus on. Kano shook his head to clear out the foolish impulses. What the hell had he been thinking? The girl's life was on the line. Marrying Rumi was more important to him than anything, but now wasn't the time. Besides, now that you thought about it, running out on a critical investigation to meet with the old man probably wasn't gonna score him any points. Rumi's dad didn't strike him as someone who'd approve of shirking one's responsibilities. Kano would just have to rev up this kidnapping in case a little ahead of schedule. Then he could have a proper sit-down with Shizuo. As he considered his plan, he caught sight of the man with the attaché case walking by. There he is. Further up along Dogenzaka, in the direction the perp was heading, was where Yamatedori joined Route 246. Maybe the guy was planning to meet up with the getaway car? No, wait, hold on. If that was the plan, why would the gang have ditched the motorcycle earlier? Kano started tailing the man, racking his brain all the while. The suspect turned down a narrow side road. Yeah, I don't think he's planning to go in a car. I think they are in... Wait, do you think... Do you think that like they're hiding Maria somewhere in Shibuya? That would be crazy. He wasn't heading toward Yamatedori or Route 246 at all, but back towards Shibuya Station. What in the world was going on? It's starting to feel like the crooks were just messing with the investigation team. Kano radioed Kusei on the wireless. The police wireless system is digital in order to make transmissions more difficult to intercept. There are several different channels available, including the basic local channel, a common channel for contacting other nearby patrol cars, channels assigned to specific precincts, action update channels for riot squads, and so on. There's also a separate channel specifically for kidnapping cases, not on the standard wavelengths. Sir, I don't think there's any point in seeing where this guy leads us anymore. It's not your call to make. Keep watching him. Sir, this is a waste of time. The guy might be in danger if... Kano's argument was cut short as he saw the man hand off the attaché case to yet another foreigner. Again. How many times were these criminals going to pull this trick? The detectives broke into two groups to follow both of the men. This is so strange. Kano followed the man with the attaché case, who eventually led him back to around Shibuya Station. Rumi and Shizuo should be waiting at a nearby cafe by now. Right now. Kano tried to remember the name. Wait, it was called Lautrec. The name of the cafe where college student Ryoko Kakinuma works as a waitress. Oh, right. The law student. Yes, that we met, that Achi saved. Named after the 19th century French painter Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec. He created numerous works, including many posters, book illustrations, and book covers, which are highly regarded in the art world. Excuse my bad French, I will never say it right. Don't worry about it. I just can't do it correctly. It's me. I'm the problem. Très bien. Yeah, okay, let's go. He kept his eye out for a place by that name as he tailed the target. Before long, he just spotted the cafe. Its large plate glass window offered a view of the cozy interior. No Terek. Oh, so it's Lautrec, I think? Lautrec? Maybe? The sign out front read Lautrec. I think that's how you say it. Looked like this was a place. The man with the case was at the intersection, waiting for the light to change. Kano took the opportunity to peer inside. He spotted Rumi right away. She was facing away from him. So the man seated across from her must be her father. Kano realized he'd never even seen a picture of him. She still grew organic produce up in Nagano to one nowadays. But until 2 years ago, he'd been a detective with the investigation division. Ooh. An ex-cop. Interesting. MPD investigative division responsible for handling crimes such as murder, kidnapping, and arson. Arson! Arson! Sorry. Arson! Arson! He not here right now, but that's okay. Arson. Arson. Okay. Let's take place within the Tokyo metropolis. I got too distracted by arson, sorry. Truly exceptional officers are assigned to this division. They are regularly dispatched to various regional task forces to aid in investigations where their talents and experience often prove critical. The position of section chief is traditionally given to only dedicated personnel well-versed with crime scene and organizational administration. Gee, that's some words. Rumi looked up to her father for his distinguished police career, and always spoke quite highly of him. Kano had figured that if he became a policeman, Rumi might appreciate that. Is that really the only reason? Oh my god. I cannot believe that's the only reason he became a... It was this simple impulse that had led him to join the force. Now you know why Kano quits. Yeah, I know, right? That's such a lighthearted reason to, like, take such a job, too. Like, it's so physically demanding, like... He'd also figured that public servants could stay afloat even in times of recession, and that his physical training would serve him well in such a line of work. Oh, okay, I mean, he did a little more... He did a little more thinking than just that. Once he was a policeman, he thought, he could approach Shizuo with his head held high and ask for his blessing in marrying his daughter. But after Rumi graduated from university, Shizuo had up and retired from police work. Even Rumi didn't know why he made the decision. Kano had traveled to Nagano many times to ask Shizuo for permission to marry her. But the only response he ever got was, "I'm not giving away my daughter to any cop." Yeah, he definitely, okay. Kano had never even gotten past the intercom before her father turned him away. Years on the force had nearly made Kano lose sight of what had driven him to become a policeman in the first place. And now the chance to meet Shizuo face to face had finally come. He peered intently into the cafe. Across from Rumi sat an older man with a grim expression. Who was this hard-faced fellow? It took a lot to rattle Kano, but the guy looked scary. Could this really be his sweet little Rumi's father? The prospect of suddenly meeting with him later filled Kano with a sudden dread. He's scary. The man went into the JR Shibuya station and stood before the ticket machine. It looked like he was planning on boarding a train. A scene from a popular movie about a kidnapping sprang into Kano's mind. But the crook had made off with the ransom money after it was tossed out the window of a train. What if this guy managed to get outside the dragnet and pull a stunt like that? Looks like the suspect is gonna board a train, Kano informed Kusei over the wireless. Make sure you stay on his tail. Apparently Kusei still wanted to string the perp along for a bit. We've got the lizards ready to pursue. Japanese police lingo for motorcycle squads deployed to pursue suspects in urban settings. Oh, that's kind of cool. I want to be a lizard. Can I be a lizard? We'll re-establish our dragnet around whatever situation he gets off at. Station. The man purchased a ticket from the machine and passed through the gate. There was no way to tell what station he'd bought a ticket for, but it looked like he was heading clockwise along the Yamanote line loop. Kano used his prepaid card and made his way through the ticket gate as well. Officers do not actually get free rides on public transportation simply by flashing their badges, as is frequently depicted in TV shows and films. Doing so might risk alerting the suspect. For this reason, prepaid cards are provided ahead of time. That is very smart. I'm sorry, I've just been here before. It's like very weird. An announcement of chimes signaled the imminent arrival of a train up on the platform. The man made his way up the stairs, looking calm and composed. He showed no sign of checking for pursuers. Kano hurried after him. The man stopped at the very edge of the platform to await the train. Ah, man. Right, it's taken from Persona 5. This was... not ideal. There's no way for Kano to get close without sticking out like a sore thumb. The train glided up to the platform. The man gave a quick look around as he stepped aboard. Kano followed. Trains on the Yamanote line didn't stop for long, and soon they were on their way. Yeah, because it just goes in an endless circle. Glancing around, Kano noticed other MPD investigators who had slipped aboard the train as well. The suspect stood behind the driver's compartment, staring contemplatively at the scenery outside. The man's composure only served to rattle Kano more. A man in a gaudy necktie walked past Kano, talking on his cell phone. Yes, everything's going fine on this end, he said. There's no need to worry. In his other hand, he carried the same sort of attaché case as the man they were tailing. Oh god. He headed right toward the driver's compartment and stood next to the suspect. Well now that's not suspicious. Kano leaned his head subtly, straining to make out what he could of the phone conversation at the other end of the car. Yes, of course. 225 pages, all fully proofread. 225? Article 225 of the Penal Code of Japan details kidnapping for profit and kidnapping for ransom. Accordingly, 225 is police shorthand for kidnapping. This matches up with what we know about the group so far, because we know one of them had a police gun, and now they're using police shorthand. That's very suspicious. Are these, like, dude, are they involved with the police? Also, I feel the introduction of Rumi's father is also giving me a lot of vibes. Like, does he have some reason to hate cops? He used to be one. He might have seen or heard something bad, you know, a la Keiji from, you know who. Ella, our favorite police officer. Yeah. Like, I definitely think, also he stopped, when did he stop? Was it 2 years ago? That he gave up his job, I think? 2 years ago? My memory's kind of shit, but I think it was 2 years ago. Let's see, did I change my update? Yeah! Okay, I just want to see the word. Oh, a year, okay. Yeah, that's very strange that he's using. That was police jargon for kidnapping. Was this guy in cahoots with the kidnapper? Maybe the criminals had planned an attaché case swap. Kano watched the newcomer like a hawk. But rather than making contact with the suspect, the man turned around and strolled back the way he'd come. He hadn't done anything suspicious at all. Yes, right. Understood. Kano stole a glimpse of the man's face as he passed. He stopped and looked at Kano, seemingly aware that he was being watched. Kano decided to... Oh god. This is terrible. Wait, what did I do? No, sweating. Profused sweating. I'll just look. I know. I'll just look. Oh wait. Be a detective. Well, if I was a detective, I'd look away because I know that there are other officers in this. Like, if I keep staring at him, I would just make myself look more suspicious, and then he might. It's just like, okay, fine. I guess I'll stare at him. I'll stare at him. Kano decided to stare him down. Let's stare at him! Oh, my apologies, the man said. He shut his phone with a click. Ah, nice. I know it's rather rude to talk on one's cell phone when you're on a train. That's just common decency. The man affected a smile, then headed back to the car from which he'd come. Okay. Sheesh. Guess I overreacted. You gotta stop staring at everyone. An oddly dressed passenger murmured into Kano's ear. That is a slightly odd. I do not want to know what's below the part that, you know, covered. Like, I'm pretty happy that his overalls are covering the rest of that. Murmured into Kano's ear. Bent into your. Oh my god. Sasayama! Boy! I feel like it might be baboogers, you know? Badonkadunks. Melons. Let me see your surroundings more. Sasayama, when did you get here? His partner had somehow found time to change his disguise. I love him. Sasayama is a chameleon. I know, right? He's not just a chameleon, he's like a literal shapeshifter. I love your anime nerd. I love your otaku get up. Oh my god. The steely expression on his face was at odd with his anime nerd get up. I love him. Kano had seen Sasayama disguise himself as plenty of things throughout the years. Wait. It's quite rare for Sasayama to actually wear a suit. On the rare occasions when he does and he's walking the halls of his home precinct, he frequently goes out unrecognized. Here's some of Sasayama's costume designs from his evidence notebook. Santa is a must for Christmas. Steakhouse with a smile. Keep presents in bag to calm down children in case of emergency. Wait. Oh, wait. I wanna... Wait. Okay. Tragic expression, sunglasses, suit and posture amplify wild animal side. Disguised for stakeouts at dockside warehouses. And the co-workers know beforehand so as not to be mistaken for the real thing. Yeah! Handcuffs up sleeves. Arrest Kurtz while practicing disciplines! Might just help to stop funeral robbers. For nighttime stakeouts, plenty of exposure. Hardcore material. Emphasize bulginess in final version! Wait, I wanted to see the second one, I didn't read it. Oh, here it is. Just this for train stakeouts. Don't forget awkward smile. Bag of merch. Going too far. Like with the shorts. Point is to draw attention in crowded train cars. Glasses are crucial! Filled with posters and figurines. Prized possession clutched to chest. Interesting. I think the kanji on his shirt is supposed to be moe. Wait, let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. That's interesting. I think that's moe. Wait, tell me. It's the slaying. Yeah, it is! It is! It is! I'm almost 100% sure that's what his shirt is supposed to say. That's fun. Okay. If it was that was all of it, right? Lovely. Chef, magician, samurai, and an astronaut, to name a few. But this was a new extreme, even for him. When he first joined the force, Kano had found Sasayama's costume and antics amusing, wondering where he managed to find his outfits. But lately, his quirk had become tedious. You like the ocean? Huh? Never mind. So here, oh my god! I love it! Continuity! Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Sasayama pulled a small bottle from his breast pocket. Drink this while you can. Guessing you haven't eaten. We gave it to him! Right? I mean, yeah, Tama did. Hehe. Continuity! Guessing you haven't eaten. How was this? The least I could do. He handed Kano the bottle and slipped away into the next compartment. I mean, it's gotta have calories in it, right? He'd pulled an all-nighter and hadn't eaten, so he was glad to have something. He took a sip. Whatever this was, it was bland. It almost didn't taste like anything. Just what had Sasayama given him? I'm so glad you gave it to me. Oh, what the heck? Anything's better than nothing. He brought the bottle to his lips and chucked the contents down. He suddenly got a massive head rush. He felt a heat. He like burning that spread from his insides throughout the whole body. No, that wasn't right. It was an ache. It was a ferocious ache. A burning that spread from his insides to his fingertips. And there was pain. A numbing that spread from his insides all the way down to his toes. Burning, aching, hurting. Burning, aching, hurting. Twitchy, itchy, dizzy, sleepy, chilly, willy-nilly. This was not good. This was super duper not good. He broke into a cold sweat, his forehead drenched, his body damp and clammy all over. He felt his grip on consciousness slipping. Sasayama, what the hell did you do to me? With bleary eyes, he squinted to read the writing on the bottle. Good job, Sasayama. After a scant few letters, Kano blacked out. Great! The least he could do! Kano blacked out after drinking an unknown substance without checking to see what it was. What he drank, it turns out, was a free sample of something called Burning Hammer, but don't blame Sasayama, he was just passing along the sample he got from someone in a mascot costume. No! Oh, that's so sad. Oh, God. I definitely need to go back to Tama. I guess, should we? I mean, I think it'd be fun to, like... If I did not play Tama first, Sasayama would still have the drink. Dang. Well, yeah, I mean... I'm guessing they're assuming that that's the default choice. Okay, the man with the cane aimed his gun at Hitomi, his face devoid of emotion. Right, we're right here. Right, that's where we were. Please, the girl said, trembling. Why are you doing this? But the man did not reply. Quickly, Achi stepped in between Hitomi and the gun, spreading his arms wide. Stop, he said in English. One of the few English words he knew. He had set up so it's bad in, so you have to play Tama not give Sasayama the drink. That's fun. He quickly reverted back to Japanese. Who the hell are you? Still the man did not respond. You know this guy you told me? No. Achi was sure he'd never seen the man either. What are you after, money? Because if you're our boy, you're wasting your time chasing us. The man furrowed his brow, adjusting his point of aim to Achi's face. His bloodthirsty gaze left Achi no doubt that he was willing to pull the trigger. Reflexively, Achi took a step back, his foot clattering against a discarded beer bottle. We're gonna get that gun down for sure, unless we can find some way to catch this guy off guard. It didn't need to be much. If Achi could just distract the gunman for a moment, buy himself the briefest window. Shoot me then. Go on, do it! He stepped forward as he shouted, hoping provocation would confuse the guy for just long enough. Even as Achi moved, the gunman's attention was distracted for an instant by a sudden sound. The phone in his breast pocket was ringing. Seeing his chant, Achi... I think it's... I think going for the gun. Do you want to go for the gun? I think it's the gun and the bottle, because if we run with her, it's just... I don't think we have the time. I'm gonna go for the gun. Seeing his chant, Achi launched forward in an attempt to wrest the gun away. He reached up with both hands, attempting to knock it to the floor. The man's grip of the weapon was stronger than he expected, however, and he shoved Achi away with surprising force. Damn it! Wait. The gunman's posture radiated a ferocious determination. His eyes, though, were like a dead man's, wide and hollow. It was unsettling, to say the least. Who the heck is this guy? Hitomi! Achi shouted. Get out of here, now! But Hitomi was rooted in place with terror. Run! Snapping out of it at last, she bolted for the door. She paused in the doorway to look back at him. Achi. What the hell are you waiting for? Achi snarled. Get out of here, now! Finally, Hitomi slipped out of the building. At some point, the assassin had managed to snatch up a beer bottle in his free hand. Uh-oh. Ah-ha-ha! Achi tried to duck, but he was a hair too slow. The makeshift weapon caught him in the left ear. He staggered, his head spinning, barely able to tell which way was up. His vision dimmed, but still he refused to yield. He headbutted the man in the nose as hard as he could. The assassin staggered backward. Holy shit. Then all the remaining strength left Achi's body. DM. Beaten up by the man with the cane. Achi tried to fight a dangerous assassin unarmed, but the man turned out to be more than he could handle. There's gotta be some better way to get out of there. Try choosing a less risky course of action. I guess we could try. I'll just try, like, this is an easy one to just try the other choices, so I might as well, right? In that case, I actually do think that grabbing her and running is the right choice. So I'll try B now. Seeing his chance, I just snatched up the beer bottle and swung it at the assassin. The man narrowly avoided being struck, but he staggered wildly off balance. Oh! Hitomi! Achi grabbed her by the hand and dashed out of the hub. Nice! Okay. Two sprinted away through the streets and alleys of Shibuya. Achi began to feel as if they were running some maddening maze. Yeah. Before long, the two had made it almost as far as Aoyama. Wait up. Huh? Oh, wait up, huh? Achi, wait up! Achi glanced back at Hitomi. Oh, my bad. Guess we've been running pretty hard. You tired? Hitomi shook her head. No, it's just, I have to get to Dogensaka. Dogensaka? What for? What could you possibly need to do there now? Why are you running? Well, because we need to run. We gotta run, bro! That's what I was told when I handed over the attaché case. Oh, that's what he was saying to her. The man leaned in to whisper to Hitomi as he reached out for the case. You're gonna do exactly as I tell you. Two things. He wore a cold, feigned smile, as if this were some casual conversation. First, you're gonna go to Dogensaka and get in the blue van there. Hitomi nodded wordlessly. Second, you will not attempt to contact either the police or your family in the meantime. His chilling tone brooked in no argument. Just those two things, and we'll let your sister go. Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin. Okay, then. Give me the money. The blue van in Dogensaka, huh? Achi muttered. So that's why you said the police were a no-go? Yes, exactly. Tomi's wife betrayed her desperation. I wonder if your sister's in that van, then. If she is, then we gotta hurry. The issue lay in how to get to Dogensaka. They could probably avoid their pursuer if they kept to streets only the locals usually knew about. That meant staying off the more well-trafficked routes like Noppongidori or the stretch between Miyamasaka and the station. The side roads south of the station were their best bet. It was gonna be a long detour. Alright, come on. Turning, Achi headed back the way they'd come. After a moment's confusion, Hitomi followed. Achi? There was a note of worry in her voice. Hey, don't sweat it. I actually live in Dogensaka. We're heading right back to my old neighborhood. Hitomi bowed her head. Thank you so much. Hey, it's no problem. That's a head home anyway. And she gave her a grin and she cracked a tiny smile of her own. I don't feel safe. Oh god, it's these fuckers. Okay, Achi! I knew it was you! I knew it! I knew it! I knew if anyone would have been the one to tell these bastards, would have been the fucking Achi. Why did I know? How did I know? I don't know, but I knew. Ah! I feel so vindicated. Hey, you two, you got a minute? Achi looked around. A pair of men approached them from across the street. There was something shady looking about them. Achi's protective instincts kicked in, and he stepped in front of Hitomi. If these guys meant trouble, he wanted to be ready. We just want to ask you something. The younger of the two men drew in closer, a sharp gleam in his eye. Achi braced himself. Ask us what? You know where the Nokana building is? The man held up a flyer. It was for some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man. The Nokana building. You know where it is or not? Achi knew the name. Wasn't that one of the buildings on Center Guy? It was near Dogensaka, the same direction he was going. No harming helping a couple of lost. No. I'm gonna no. I do not want to know. I don't like the thought of these two following Hitomi and me. Achi pointed them in the opposite direction from Center Guy. Pretty sure it's that way, he said. No! Thanks, man. Sorry to balk ya. No, we'll do. It's okay. We're gonna round up all the other endings at some point anyway. Two men headed off toward the main road. Actually, did you just lie? Yeah, I did. Achi and Hitomi hurried onward, following the sparsely trafficked side streets toward Dogensaka. I don't think I even knew this part of Shibuya was here, Hitomi said as she looked around. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I used to mess around in this neighborhood when I was a kid. The area was a mishmash of rundown residences and office buildings. Almost nobody ever comes here unless they live or work in one of these streets. Check it out! Over there, a rare first-hand glimpse of the Shibuya River. A minor river that runs from the Miyamasa Bridge to the Tengen Bridge. Depicted in the 36 Views of Mount Fuji by Edo period ukiyo-e artist Hokusai. In Hokusai's time, fireflies were collected from the Shibuya River and presented to the shogun, lending credence to the idea that the river was indeed clean in the past. Have you always lived in Shibuya, Achi? Yep, born and raised. Achi bent down to pick up a piece of trash from the roadside. That's why I do this. It just pisses me off to see folk make a mess of this place. He picked up another piece of trash. I don't have a job, so I just pick up garbage every day. Man, what am I even doing? Like cleanup even matters right now. He told me, took a long, hard look at his face. What? He demanded. What is it? You're a strange one, Achi. That's so? She was right, of course. It was sort of strange, collecting trash every day instead of getting a job. He had his reasons for it, but they weren't important right now. Right now, the important thing was getting Hitomi to Dogensaka. Come on, he murmured. A sudden angry shout broke the silence as they hurried along. Hey, hold it right there! Achi and Hitomi stopped, but the shout wasn't directed at them. Further up the road, a group of fuckish-looking men were having some kind of argument. The man who was shouting had grabbed one of the others by the neck. Uh-oh! Idiots! You still got your the gall to call yourselves SOS? The Studs of Shibuya. A youth gang operating out of Shibuya. Founded by Achi Endo, its current leader is Susumu Nishizawa. Jesus. It's his boys. I mean, yeah, Susumu, but... The other man standing around looked distinctly uncomfortable. It takes money to run an organization. No, I know, and this is not like you're Achi or nothing. I thought you could maybe spare some help on that front, boss. The top dog, the man in charge, the head honcho. Here it refers to the leader of SOS, Susumu. A change in leadership can really shake up an organization. The new boss's personality and disposition are a huge factor in whether the group continues to prosper. The fact that Susumu is being asked to spare some help on the monetary front suggests that he still has things to learn about being in charge. Hitomi looked at Achi when the stranger spoke his name. He smiled awkwardly, then turned back to the altercation. Shut your mouth, Susumu barked. How dare you say Achi's name in my presence? Hey! Achi called out. What's that about me, As soon as they saw him, the other men went pale. Achi kept his tone casual as he strolled up to the group. Susumu, you can't just give the guy a beat down in broad daylight. To mess someone up super bad, usually punches and kicks. I don't want to shock the upstanding people of a fair city. Achi. Susumu glared. Oh, he's a brat. Wow, they really cast him well. Can we drop the pleasantries? Alright, Achi replied with a hint of a sneer. You got it, Susumu. And I like to point out we're not on a first-name basis. With that, Susumu turned and stalked away. His buddies followed suit, leaving Achi and Hitomi alone again. Did you know that guy? Hitomi asked. His name's Susumu Nishizawa. And yeah, I know him. Or I thought I did. Used to be friends way back. Me and those guys were all part of the same crew, but I bailed a little while ago. Achi fell silent. To his great relief, Hitomi didn't pry further. Wee woo. Wee woo, wee woo. Okay. Achi and Hitomi had gone a short distance further when he caught sight of a man picking something up alongside the train tracks. Oh, I wonder. Achi went over to him. Hey man, picking up trash by any chance? Ah? The man let out a panicked shout. Taisei Yasuda, 35 years old. Just opened up a knick-knack shop in Shibuya. Achi knows Shibuya like his own backyard, but this Yasuda guy is new enough that Achi doesn't recognize him. Jeep! Welcome! Hello, welcome to the Dreamland. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome! We are playing Shibuya Scramble! And Argo is giving you some stars to play with. Because I can't do that while I'm playing game. Hello, hello. How is your day going? Sorry, it just kind of looked like that's what you were doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay picking up trash, of course. The guy seemed pretty unnerved. Like, I just got to thinking, man, this place is filthy. Right on! Achi clasps the man's hand in his own. Someone else who gets it! They do? Totally. I see all this trash all over the place and I can't stand it! Oh, yeah, sure. The man breathed a sigh of relief. Can't stand it when someone throws something away when it can still be useful. I hear that! That's the spirit, haha! Achi pulled out the trash he'd stuffed in his pocket. Here you go! Huh? Go ahead. Have all of it. The man looked dumbfounded. I usually go around picking up the trash around here. But I got a little thing I gotta do today. You got it from here. I'm counting on you. What? Actually, I'm kinda... Great, thanks! Bye! Ashi beamed in approval, then rejoined. He told me and headed on down the street. Bye, bro! Bruh. Bruh. Something like that. Okay. You didn't could currently played your favorite Canadian game this morning while driving to work. It's called Where's My Damn Lane? Yeah. That sounds stressful. You played your favorite Canadian game? The man let out a sigh. Fine. He did have that bruh face, you know. Slipping through a narrow back alley that came out near the top of Dogensaka. Like, honestly, I've never driven a car. And I never want to. Especially not after hearing what people get up to on the roads. I'm just like, no. Okay. I should look down the hill, but didn't see a blue van anywhere. He and Hitomi started making their way down towards Shibuya Station. Hitomi muttered to herself. I don't see it parked around here. Her face twisted up with worry. It's a lot harder to find street parking closer to the station. Hitomi, hold up. Echi had a sudden idea. He darted into a nearby soba restaurant, motioning for Hitomi to follow. Ooh. Food. Hiya! He called out to the proprietress, a sharp-eyed middle-aged woman. You're looking as lovely as ever today, I see. Oh, Achi. Are you done collecting trash for the day? The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lighting up. Maki Yoneda. Okay. When she was 19, she happened to stop by this place and was captivated by the chilled curry soba. By day's end, she decided to make the restaurant her new home. Married the owner at age 22 and they managed the establishment together. Last year, her husband of 30 years passed away. Now she safeguards the generations-old secret of chilled curry soba on her own. Are we listening to the news in the background? The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lighting up. Is this your girlfriend? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. The proprietress was undeterred. Oh, she looks just like a model. She's the spitting image of me at that age. My, has just got himself a girlfriend. I said it's not like that, Mom! The woman waved Hitomi over. Now, you know I just got a bit of a mouth on him. And he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's a sweet boy. Okay. I know he's dumb, but it's okay. Hitomi forced a polite smile to her face. He'll try to deny it, but don't you listen. Has he told you about Suzune? Ma'am, please! Achi jumped in on the conversation. You gotta hear me out. Whatever's the matter, I'm just trying to talk up your good points. No. This isn't the time! Mom! Have you seen a van parked around here? A van? Let me think. Yes, come to think of it, there was. A blue one, she added confidently. Hitomi leaned forward. Where is it now? She asked. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't keep a close eye on things outside, after all. Hitomi slumped. I see. I know it doesn't look it, but I've been quite busy today. The man who makes my noodles came by earlier to settle accounts, and we fought over it. No head for finances, that one. That's his problem, honestly. And on top of that, of course, my part-time Amasa has to have today off, honestly. Okay. First year student at Midoriyama Academy, a sweet young man who works as a part-time delivery driver for Dogen Hut and sends all his leftover money to his mother out in the country. Lately, however, he's gotten himself a girlfriend, and now he's been sending money back home less frequently. His noodle house job doesn't pay enough to both support his mom and cover his dating expenses, so he's scheming for a way to make it rich quick. Oh god. That doesn't sound good, my boy. Achi frowned. Had she really seen a blue van, or was she just being chatty? I'll take her on it. You know what? Are we just gonna be like, fuck it? Let's try to trust her. All the women who ran tobacco shops and noodle houses just seem to have a knack for spotting details. She decided to follow up some more. Was there anything unusual about this man? Well, let me think. The woman frowned, pausing a moment in thought. Aha! A flash of recollection shone in her eye. That's right, now I remember. I think there were some foreigners sitting inside. Achi and Hitomi exchanged glances. Yes, I'm sure of it. The man who makes my noodles said he saw it too. Was there anything else? Hitomi asked. No, not that I can remember. That definitely does seem like our van. Hitomi hung her head in frustration as they left the soba shop. Achi did his best to cheer her up. Hey, we might as well find that car. Let's try waiting around here for a while. Just waiting? What good will that do? It's possible that they went looking for you when you didn't show, Achi said. Maybe they'll come back, you know? He sat down on the edge of a planter outside of the restaurant. But the criminals already have the money, she said anxiously. Even Achi understood the implications. Now that the crooks had the ransom, their hostage was nothing but a liability. Why take the risk of letting her go when they already had what they wanted? The situation was bad, very bad. Well, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think their target is the money. Also, that fish, bro. That fish. Look at this fish, bro. Puffy fish! Yeah. Still, just running around Shibuya willy-nilly was only gonna tire and frustrate them. And she wanted to make sure Hitomi had the chance for a little break. We don't have anywhere else to look, so let's just give it 10 minutes, okay? Hitomi seemed unconvinced. She looked like she might just march off down Dogensaka at any moment. I understand how you must feel, but you know what they say. Slow and steady, stay in place. Hitomi burst out laughing. What's so funny? It's slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, I was like, for real? Tommy smiled and sat down beside him. Aww. Alright, she said. We can wait here for 10 minutes. I just wanted these people. Oh, come on! Cool. We've run enough races today already, alright? Hitomi kept her eyes on the cars passing through Dogensaka for a while. Then she murmured softly to Achi. Thank you so much for everything. Really. You can thank me after we find this van. I'm sure if I'd been by myself, I'd have been in too much of a panic to do anything. Aw, what can I say? Try to keep my head up and face things as they come. I do think that this is kind of, like, weird, because there seem to be two, like, competing people. Because, like, if they wanted her to get to the van, then why would they send a guy after her to, like, kill with a gun? To, like, possibly kill her? Like, are these the same people, or are they, like, two different factions of people? And if so, how does that work? I don't know. You're quite the optimist, aren't you? Achi grinned. He tried to recall what optimist meant. He was pretty sure it has something to do with doctors, so maybe close. The shy, sweet look on Hitomi's face as she said it, though, made him figure it probably wasn't a bad thing. Whatever it was. My god, I love him. Him and his 2 brain cells. Cars drifted on by, one after the other, but they saw no sign of a blue van. After a while, even Achi began to grow impatient. This was starting to feel like a waste of time. And then... here we go. He told me, look! There it was. No! How dare you! Oh, bangs table. Do we want to go back and do the other? We can do Tama. I think we need to go even further back. Right, we need this. I remember now. I remember now. Businessman! Take this! Wait, oh, wait. Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't. I think I clicked up. Sorry about that. Flashing the free sample in my fairy face, I try to force it off on the businessman to my left. Here! Sir! Here you go, sir! Sorry, that wasn't the voice I gave her. A free sample of Burning Hammer, the latest and greatest eye drink. Ah. The businessman flashes me a look of utter contempt and makes a point of avoiding me as he slips past. Bam! That goes the wind right out of my sails. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. There's a sales demo happening today at 1 o'clock at the Nokane building. It looks like the chicken has handed out all kinds of samples. I don't get it. How come nobody's taking none of mine? But again, considering what that free sample did to Kano, I'm glad he did not say, I know! I feel like there's just like straight up rat poison in there. But also begs to ask another question. How did Chidi not get sick from it? I don't know, she's just built different. Her body just like neutralizes the poison. I look at the clock. Still after 11. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Chidi. Target. And now we should be able to get past her bad ending as well. I mean, she could just pour them out somewhere. I feel so bad for that poor tail. Yeah, she doesn't waste food, so I'm telling you she could have done that, but I'm telling you she definitely neutralizes the poison. Okay. Now we should actually be good, right? Like, no, we want fucking die, please, thank you. Bless, bless. Also, all the people who took the free samples are gonna be dead, so they can't be here. It is kind of shit. It is kind of like that they don't... Like, I guess can I F2? Argo? Let me know, can I like F2? Because like, I already changed the choice, so can I like F2 now? Like, can I go back to the time chart and just go to her next choice? Isn't that F2? Nice! Okay, so now it should say here that I chose A. Yeah, okay. That's correct, right? Nice! Okay, thank you. Okay, so that now we know that's a thing we can do. I guess we will go to the cat costume part. This one doesn't really matter, so let's like... I'll try this one. This one seems funny. I said to rock my head back and forth good and hard. Oh, it's basically the same. I've got a dull throbbing pain at the back of my head, like I bumped my head somewhere, but I don't remember doing that recently. Yeah. Cuckoo. She did. No! Boys! I think this is as far as we can go. We have to like skip for this instead. And now the guys should not show up. Suck. Big suck. Protein. I mean, I've definitely been thinking about these, because, I mean, if you're bad at making your own food, this might actually be good, you know? But also she's also like, oh. She's like, we need to get past her bad ending, but, like, what I find really interesting here is, like, she's like, oh yeah, the drinks are bogus, but I'll drink all of them anyway. Hold it right there! Balls! Balls! I whirl around in a panic to see an odd-looking man standing in the doorway. It's her balls. It's Juichi Yanagishita. It's balls. He's the guy who hired us. I heard that, Chidi. Don't you go calling my product junk. That's disrespectful. Chidi gave him an apologetic look. Whoops, sorry about that. You should be, but whatever. If you really had doubts, give it a try for yourself. Mr. Yanagishita pulls a bottle of burning hammer from his coat pocket. Sister products include Del Sweats, Cellulose, Better Sweater, Dom Pepperon, Powerburn Z, Mr. Finn, Negachow, Super Negachow. Interesting. I know, right? This is cursed. At first glance, it looks like some kind of energy supplement. But the cheapo label gives an immediate impression of sketchiness. It really does. Go on, says Yanagishita. Give it a go. Shitty reaches out to take it. But no sooner does she grab the bottle than Mr. Yanagishita shouts out once more. Wait, hold on! What? She discusses. What gives? You two. You're both good stomach-wise? Stomach-wise? Yeah, drinking this stuff on an empty stomach can cause some pretty nasty— Oh! So just make sure you eat or drink something beforehand. Doesn't matter what, really. Wait, nasty problems? Yeah. Such as what? I ask. I'd rather not say. Nobody would buy it otherwise. Seriously. It's all good. Just had lunch, Chidi says. She flashes a carefree smile. Well, I haven't eaten yet. But on the other hand, I've been guzzling as much iced tea as I can to fill myself up. It's probably safe for me to try this stuff. Yeah! Woo! I don't know which one Oh, oops. Sorry about it. I'll do it! I'll do it! Might as well try it. In for a penny, in for a pound. And hey, maybe it'll help me lose some weight. Slurp. I stick the bottle of burning hammer into my mascot head mouth. It has an unexpected smell like curry. Putting my own lips around the mouth of the bottle, I gulp down the liquid inside. Ha! Huh? It doesn't taste like anything. A handful of seconds go by. Ah! What the heck? Ah! Feels like a firecracker just exploded inside my mouth. Now spicy! Way too spicy! It's like I just swallowed a chili pepper coated in curry powder. Max, welcome back. Did you get your hair cut? Hello, Blue Max. Look at you. What the hell did I come back to? Thomas trying a new drink. Before I know it, I'm sweating bullets. Well, you sweating? Mr. Yanagishita asks. Like a whole lot? Like a whole lot? You are, aren't you? Pain, death, and sweat. Yep. Why does he sound so happy about that? Alright, there's the magic of burning hammer at work. Chidi and I are at a loss for words. My hairs are cutted. Woo! Burning hammer. Drink all you want and just burn those pounds away. How's that sound? Good, huh? This is just so stupid spicy. It makes you sweat. Chidi burns out. Thomas just like, ah! Save me! That's a good one. I'll take a screen cap of that. Blunt and to the point. I approve. Yeah? Well, I guess you're right, Yanagishita says. He hangs out his head. What is in this stuff? I ask. I can still feel my tongue tingling. Heck, my body's almost too numb to move. I'm so shocked I even forget to get properly angry. It says this health food product that got imported from America a few years back, Yanagishita explains. But the import agency went out of business not long after and I couldn't move the merch, so I bought up the whole lot. Everything they had in their storehouse. Spent all the money I had on it! Chidi arches an eyebrow. How much did it cost you? She asked. 1 million yen for 300 bottles. That's ridiculous! I can scarcely believe my ears. 300 bottles of 1 million yen for the lot? That's roughly 3,000 yen. Yeah, that's way too much. Yeah, I love the transitions. They're great. Like, Each one of these teensy little bottles cost over 3,000 yen.
got ripped off, man, Chidi says.
Do you really think so? Oh yeah, you're probably right. He hangs his head even more despondently.
That's the sort of thing they sell in 100 yen shops or something.
Ouch, Chidi, moving in for the kill. 100 yen shops, really? Mr. Yanagishita lets out the heaviest of sighs. It's starting to feel pretty bad for the guy, actually.
Don't let it get you down, sir,
I say, hoping to comfort him. Mr. Yanagishita just lets out a sob-choked sigh. A deep breath and pathetically exhaled, often a sign of disappointment, stress, or unrequited love. Also a way of expressing the anxiety brought on by massive debt. One has no money to give, only sighs. Right around now, Minoru Minorikawa is in the company of someone inclined to sigh this way. Jesus.
I try again. It'll be okay. Whether or not it helps you lose weight, it is spicy and it does make you sweat. I'm not sure I follow, Chidi says. How much are selling these bottles for, boss? 15,000 yen per bottle. That's a fucking scam, bro!
No, 15,000! Just like it. Yeah. Selling all 300 bottles would yield proceeds of 4.5 million yen. After deducting expenses such as the cost of the product, rental fee for the venue, pay for the part-timers, and printing flyers. This yields a net profit of roughly 2.5 million yen. It's doubtful that anyone will pay 15,000 yen for a single small bottle, but you never know. There could be a few housewives or young women out there who'd fork out that much in the name of weight loss. A terrifying thought.
What?
Chidi's jaw practically hits the floor. Mine does the same. No way. Nuh-uh. No freaking way.
Hey, that's Sca's who called Ska?
I'm kidding. Calling that price point absurd wouldn't begin to do it justice. Well, look, selling it at that price is my only option. I need to cover my costs. Anyway, please, I need you both to work your hardest. Apparently he's committed to this insane course of action.
Okay,
Chidi replies. It's more like a sigh than a proper response, but I can't blame her. As for me, I can't...
Sir? Sir? It's a scam, sir!
I can't just sit there and not speak up.
Isn't it just a scam, sir?
So I can't hear you. I like how he's just been here burning in pain. Oh, it's a lady. You weren't here for her introduction. The person inside Tama is a very young woman, and she's like, why do I have to be out here doing here? I'm a delicate young flower, basically. And she's very desperate for money. That's all we know about her. I can't hear you. Yanagishita plays dumb. Fine, I repeat myself.
This is a scam, isn't it?
He tilts his head to one side. No, it's okay, you didn't know. Something's wrong with my ear. Undeterred, I repeat myself one more.
This is a scam, isn't it?
Tears are welling up in Mr. Yanagishita's eyes. Poor mascot lass. Yeah. Just having a hard day, like, bro. Too much for her, but... Tears are welling up in... Look, kid, he says huskily. Listen up. Oh, jeez. He's clearly struggling to maintain his calm. You're in the grown-ups world now.
Thank you. Go get you some stars, friends.
I nod a few times.
But a scam is still a scam, right?
I say. You!
Sir?
What's your name again?
Oh, it's Tama.
Okay, Tama. Why are you still wearing your costume? What? Straight up dodged my question. Oh well, at least I tried. Explain the situation with my suit. Wow, so then you gotta do the sales demo like that?
Well, if I can't take the mascot costume off, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
No, that won't do at all. I hired you to be a model. If you're wearing that thing, what's the point? I'm at a loss for words. The point is exactly what he's missing. It's not like I'm wearing this getup because I want to.
How about we just cut it off for ya?
Chidi says with a big grin. She pulls a massive pair of scissors out of her bag. She just has a bit. Okay. The blades make an unsettling snip sound as she waggles them in my face. Whoa! No, you can't do that! Yanagishita exclaims. That's just a rental! I don't want to have to reimburse them for the thing. Well, then what am I supposed to do? I ask. He looks at me uncertainly.
Maybe you could have someone from the rental place come down, Chidi suggests, before helping herself to the rest of my lunch.
Oh, hey, good idea, Yanagishita says. He seems to be making an effort to calm himself down, at least. Yay! Good job, Argo! remember to jump to Max. You can do a little jumpy jump. Who am I seeing? Oh, is that you? Ooh, Mama! Hello! Just try to get it buried until then, Tama. Well, I guess that's that then. I'm sure we'll get it off eventually, I say. Hopefully before the demo. Hey, yo, welcome, girl. We are having them stream avatars. Remember to exclamation point jump and get that shit. Woo! That's the spirit. I really need you to be my model. A model, huh? It's flattering, but I can't help but wonder. Would I be any good at that? Well, this is no time to be timid. I need that money, no matter what. She really needs money, guys! My troubles are started earlier this morning. We finally get to see what actually happened. I was at a knick-knack shop on Sintergai, and she saw a $40,000 neck. I happened to pass by and spotted a red necklace on display in the storefront, and I got this weird sensation when I saw it. You could maybe call it a déjà vu, something like that. It was as if I'd been drawn to it somehow. This was mine. I was sure of it. I wanted it. No, I needed to make it mine as soon as I possibly could. That's how strong the feeling was. The price was 40,000 yen. I checked my wallet repeatedly, but I only had 20,000 on me. Nonetheless, I needed to have it. There was just one question: how? And that's why she took the job, okay? Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yanagishita. I also love that they're not actually showing her. Like, I find that pretty fun. Hey! A voice said out of nowhere. If you want, I can pay you 10,000 for a day's work. I found myself staring at this frumpy middle-aged man who was handing me his business card. Managing Director Junichi Yanagishita, Yamato Health Foods Co. Limited. I'm in a real bind here, need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day. You seem pretty sketchy. As much as I needed money for that necklace, I wasn't going anywhere with some random weirdo. I ignored him and tried to just walk off. Please! Please! Yanagishita grabbed me by the hand. Watch it, pal, I snapped. Hands off or I start shouting for help. Please, it's not like that. Just hear me out. Look, I'm in a hurry. Please, please! It's so fun because you have no idea if it's someone you could recognize or not. So it plays with the idea. Yeah, cause she said she was like struggling to come up with a name for herself, and she's like, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm Tama, and it's like, I don't think Tama is her actual name. Knock it off. I spun forcefully away from him, yanking my hand from his grip. It'd be wild if this is like... Oof! Yanagishita whirled through the air and fell into the bushes. Yeah, this again. Whoa, where'd that come from, he gasped. His eyes were white as saucers. You martial artist or something? No, I think that was just a fluke. The truth was, I was surprised at myself at how well I'd pulled off that escape move. Okay then. Look, I'm sorry. Can you give me a hand? No way. I mean, give me your hand. My hip's killing me here. Oh. I guess. The least I could do would help the guy get to his feet. Look, why are you hounding me so much? Please don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who could possibly do the job for me. I let out a sigh, but my interest was admittedly piqued. What kind of job? I need a sales rep for a health supplement. Wanted you to do PR as a dieting success story for my product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are gonna go through the roof. Well, it was hard to feel too offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem as fishy as I'd initially suspected. I mean, I will say, it's kind of interesting that this is what they were saying to Hitomi. I don't think it is Hitomi, because that doesn't make sense, but do you think it could be Maria? But then, what the hell is she doing out on the street? The job didn't seem as fishy as I'd initially suspected. Alright, maybe I'm interested, I said. There's just one thing. Yeah? Whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it. I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. So if the day only pays 10,000. Alright then.
If you can sell 100 bottles at our sales event, I'll throw another 10,000 as a bonus. How's that sound? I certainly couldn't think of any other way I was gonna earn 20,000 yen in a single day. This might be exactly the break I needed. You've got a deal. You have my services for the day, I said, bowing my head. Yes! And I guess she'd have jumped for joy. What about your hip? Huh? Oh yeah, it's better now. All better. Thanks to self-just. I love these. Yeah, Nagashita bowed deeply as I gave him a dubious look. That does look like he told me. Look, I'm sorry, he added hurriedly. I wasn't trying to put a fast on you, I honest. I was just scouting for talent and I saw you and well... Was trusting this guy really the best idea? I'm starting to worry, just a little, about whether he'd actually pay up. Look, I've staked everything on the sales demo later today, he went on. It's a make or break opportunity of a lifetime. Sure. I'll be honest with you. I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million. Nagashita's tone has taken on a feverish intensity. If I don't pay it back by the end of the day, then boy howdy am I up the creek without a paddle. How did you even get into a situation like that? I asked. He gazed skyward, a far look in his eyes. Because even if he knows he has no chance of winning, sometimes a man just has to stand and fight. But I guess a girl like you wouldn't understand. You'll have to do that, because she looks like he told me right from those general shots that doesn't have much detail. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're deliberately keeping it very non-detailed. And the only thing you can really see is sort of the bridge of her, like, the shape of her profile a little bit, and her hair. But that doesn't tell you too much, you know? Like, it's just, her face looks enough like he told me. Yeah, exactly. But then I'm just like, who the hell is she and why are they not showing us what she looks like? Is it gonna be used for something? He laughed and smiled at his own words, but he was right. I sure as heck didn't understand in the slightest. Anyway, real quick, could you put this on? Mr. Nagashita briskly rummaged through his bindle and thrust a cat costume out toward me. What, here? Yeah, before the sales event, you gotta hand out some samples. The burning hammer in the sample bottles is cut 10 parts to 1 with water. Even so, it is intensely spicy, and drinking it on an empty stomach is sure to cause gastrointestinal distress, or even make the drinker black out. It's hard to believe that a sample of something so dangerous would win over any customers, but you never know. There could be housewives or young women out there who'd accept such a risk in the name of weight loss. Another terrifying thought. 10 to 1 with water and cost. I know, right? I don't even want to know! I know. The job's already started, you know. And with that, Mr. Yanagishita went about getting me into the mask. It's just concentrated ghost pepper. In, like, unreasonable doses. They, like, take a ghost pepper and then, like, grind it down to its, like, most spicy component. And then, like, just amplify that shit. I can see that. And that is how I became Tama, my friends. Looking back on it, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events. Still, if I'm gonna get my hands on that necklace, I have to take the chance that this job will pay out. There's a knock on the door. How could that be, Miss Yanagishita asked. Got a customer already? He opens his door and heads outside. No way is that a customer, Chidi says. I mean, right? She guzzles from her 2-liter bottle of iced tea. No one's gonna buy something as sketchy as this. I guess not, I agree. But the only thing I can really say about Burning Hammer is that it's spicy. Anyhow, Chidi says. Wanna get something to eat? But you just ate lunch. 2 lunches. I know this is amazing Chinese buffet. Wanna come along? Because I am gonna dominate. Huh? Someday I plan to chow my way through every item on their menu. Before I can respond, I hear a sudden outburst in the hallway. What the hell are you thinking, selling something like this? The voice sounds harsh and strained. It's quickly followed by another voice, Mr. Yanagishita sounding desperately apologetic. I'll be fair now, I did ask whether or not you were on an empty stomach. Must have given someone some burning hammer, huh? I say. Chidi nods. Yeah, maybe. But that's weird. Did we really get a customer this early? Yeah, it is. Isn't the sales demo not on? Isn't the sales demo not until 1 o'clock? There are more sounds into Holly. Cheetah gets a weird look on her face. Well, what? What the heck? What's going on? Ah! Suddenly, a man kicks down the door and bursts in, shrieking like a madman. His face is flushed. Steam is erupting from every pore. Cheetah and I can only stare, frozen with bewilderment, as he rampages around the room, smashing everything in sight. Ah! Dame, 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 yo, dame. In a matter of moments, the venue is completely totaled. Then the guy simply charges back out the door. Minori Kawa, no! But yeah, I was wondering because she said the guy was named Minori, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Minori is a girl's name. So it makes sense. Minoru Minorikawa. That makes way more sense. No chance of holding a sales demo now. Why did this have to happen? Who was that guy? Why'd he have to do this? No, it's okay. I was just wondering, because like it seemed a little strange. Bad end. Demo postponed! There wasn't much Taban Chidi could do to stop this strange intruder from destroying the sales event. But why did he show up in the first place? Especially at this hour? The man in question has a clear choice to make at 11:30, and poor Tama's fate hinges on what he decides. Well... Bruh! That's a very bruh. Oh! Wait, we can jump here? I totally missed that. We can! Wait. Should I just select like this? I probably missed it. I'm sorry. Oh! Oh! Okay. It can also happen like this. Okay, I'll do it. What the fuck did you do?! Wait, I can't do it? Is there something I did wrong? I can't do it. It seems I cannot do it. Oh, okay. So, okay, I'll just go back. Right, so then that means I have to go with... I mean... Okay, so this was at like... But we're still stuck with Kano though. Okay. I guess I made a correct choice somewhere. I guess I made a correct choice. So I should just continue from here. Oh! Okay, that's what gives that. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. In that, okay, that's fine. We will figure out what endings we're missing by the end of it. I really wish there was a way of skipping, but there isn't. So we're just gonna have to click our way through. It's a real phone. Hello, Jobberha. Welcome to the dream. Yeah. Yeah, this is like, I think, Argos said it was recorded like, a movie. And then they just took, like, videos, like, they just took screenshots from the movie, and then they, like, touched up where it was necessary. And right now we're going through something we've already read. To save our friend Toyama here from certain death. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it's a VN. It was just, yeah. So they basically shot it like a movie. And because of that, they can do a lot of different sort of, animations and stuff. Like, sometimes they just do, like, basically, like, you know, frame by frame, like, 2 or 3 frames that just, like,
And sometimes they have like full-on like animation, like full-on just videos playing. It's like the kind of, it feels very real but unreal. Like a very unsettling feeling. Okay, okay, it actually just skips here. That's very nice of them. The taxi's tires squealed as the cab rounded a corner. The shift in momentum made Minorikawa topple over in the backseat. Nice. There we go. 10 minutes on the dot, the driver announced. Minorikawa righted himself and looked out the window. Shibuya Station. I knew you could do it, Miss Kimisaka. He told the driver how to get to Heaven Publishing. It shouldn't be more than 5 minutes further. Sir, if I may ask, just what are you in such a hurry over? Son of a bitch. I beg your pardon? Kimisaka, not you, the guy who's waiting on me, Minorikawa said. I'm gonna give that son of a bitch a piece of my mind. By the way, his, like, that Toyama dude literally just called him on the phone and was like, I'm gonna die, and that's why he's hurrying so much right now. The multi-tenant building where Heaven Publishing had its offices came into view. The taxi stopped outside. Minorikawa opened the door as he hurriedly reached for his wallet. Then he stopped. What if the worst had come to pass and he needed to take Toyama to the hospital? Should he have the taxi wait here? Would it be better to call an ambulance? Sir, is there a problem? The driver asked. We can't take extra. Wait, should we wait? Wait here, I'll be right back. Minorikawa was out of the cabin in an instant and running for the building. Once inside, he avoided the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Publishing rented out the 3rd and 4th floors. In all likelihood, Toyama would be at the editing department of 4-star general gossip on the 4th floor. You can also kind of see that Heaven had been, like, edited into the... When he got there, however, the door was locked. Mr. Toyama! Hey, Mr. Toyama! He shouted and banged, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Minorikawa took a deep breath and then kicked the door in. Kaboom! Whoa! Oh, we made it! Toyama was standing on a stool, about to slip his head through a noose that hung from the ceiling. What the hell are you doing? Minorikawa lunged for Toyama. The two men crashed to the floor in a tangled heap. A pile of clutter slid off a nearby desk and fell on top of him. Minorikawa, what are you doing? Toyama whined. Dragging himself back to his feet proved something of a challenge. That's what I'd like to know. Minorikawa's fury was mounting. What the hell is this all about? He jabbed an accusing finger at the noose hanging from the ceiling. Oh, that. One of the fluorescent lights died. And I was just swapping it out. Don't you feed me that bull! What was that phone call all about? That business about how the only thing you could do was die? Tell me! Just a joke. Toyama curled his lips into a faint semblance of a smile. Minorikawa wasn't buying it, but he didn't have time to press the issue. A cute little voice echoed through the editing office. Daddy, I'm back from the store. The girl came walking in, carrying a length of rubber gas tubing. It was Toyama's 5th grade daughter, Hana. Teruo Toyama's only daughter, currently 10 years old. The night Hana was born at Shibuya Central Hospital, there was an unexpected fireworks display outside the window of the maternity ward. As he looked out the bursting rockets, Teruo decided to name his daughter Hana after the Japanese word for fireworks, Hanabi. Makes sense. Minorikawa stared at Toyama. You were planning on using that host? He hesitated. The end of his sentence would gas yourself to death. Well, you know, it's almost gas heater season after all. The hell it is! It was a beautiful sunny April day outside. Well, you know how sensitive I am to the cold. Gary just thought that his daughter was probably first to... I know! Wow! I didn't even think about that! Yeah, cause she would have been here before us in the other time. Jesus fucking Christ, dude! My god, you are not- he was not thinking whatsoever. This is getting truly ridiculous. Minorikawa got right up in his face. Listen, just explain to me what the heck is going on, okay? He had his voice low, but his eyes were steely. Hana clung tightly to her father, gazing worriedly up at the two men. No, it's just... Toyama let out a long, heavy sigh of resignation. No! I got booted! Booted in the booty. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. But
I got booted. I got bootied. Wait, what does the other? Okay, I'll do it another time. So we need to go back. Tama. Here. Now we can do this.
Don't let it get you down, sir!
Okay, now I should be able to do a jump. Yeah! Whoop! No, it's just... Jumble let out a long, heavy sigh of resignation. The scratched cards that were in the 4-star general gossip. Okay, a type of lottery card featuring areas printed with a special silver ink. These silver inked areas can be scratched off with just a fingertip or coin to reveal potential winnings, providing a quick speed lotto fix. In order to prevent the symbols or letters underneath the silver from showing through, the back of the card is printed in black. Somehow you always seem to lose when you've got your hopes up, but manage to win when you least expect it. Okay. That's where the problem is. What is the problem? If you shine a light on the cards from behind, you can see where the winning symbols are. Whoa! I messed things up dealing with the printing company. All of this, he gestured vaguely, is my fault, my responsibility. He proceeded to explain the situation in detail. Word was quick to leak on the internet that there was a way to find the winning symbols, and suddenly thousands of card holders turned up en masse to collect. Heaven Publishing was hit with a massive financial liability, and the employees rushed to flee a sinking ship. Before Toyama realized that he was the only one left at the company, and he was up against the deadline for next month's 4-star general gossip. If I have to drop next month's issue, I'll be stuck in debt even deeper. And if that happens, I'm finished. Toyama gave a dismal groan. So don't drop the issue! Minorikawa snapped. He pounded his fist right into the side of a cardboard box. But Toyama just shook his head weakly. I've been up for 3 days straight, trying to fill the pages. It's not enough. I can't do the impossible. He dropped his gaze to the floor. Countless scratch cards lay scattered about. They'd probably been amidst the pile that had fallen off the desk earlier. Each card showed a neat row of 5 win symbols. You can know if it's impossible if you don't see it through. I'll never make it in time. The proof needs to be done by 8 o'clock this evening. The final stage before printing, when the copy or manuscript is checked for errors. Not sending corrected proofs to the printer before the deadline can result in a book or a magazine in question not making it into the shelves in time for release date. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Well then, Minorikawa thought to himself. He let out a sigh and held his hand out to Hana. Hana, would you mind giving me that hose? Hana gave her father a quick look, then handed the rubber hose to Minorikawa. This won't be necessary! He tossed the rubber hose into the trash, then jabbed his finger at Toyama. Show me the layout of the draft proposal for next month's issue. Toyama blinked. Wait, is he just gonna? Toyama blinked a few times in disbelief. Huh? You can't possibly be serious. I'm trying to help. Now show me the layout and the proposal before I change my mind. After a brief incredulous pause, Toyama hurried off to grab the paperwork. Minoru is such a guy. He really is such a guy. A layout in publishing speak is an outline of a magazine showing which articles would occupy which pages. Minorikawa gave it a quick once-over, finding that 12 of the pages were still blank and untouched. He wanted to punch whatever writers had been assigned those pages. See what I mean? Toyama said. It's hopeless. He sounded perversely proud of his failure. Getting enough material to fill 12 pages by 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely a tall order, alright? Says who? Minorikawa replied. Remember who you're talking to here. Seriously think you can do it? You're joking, right? Minorikawa shut back. I seriously know I can do it. There's nothing in this world that I hate more than a bad joke. Why are you doing this for me? Toyama was getting misty-eyed. I'm not doing it for you, you spineless wimp. I'm doing this for poor little Hana. I know! Like, were you just planning to let your daughter see that? Oh my god. Like, think about Hana. Oh my god. He was not seeing, like, he could not have been seeing straight. Like, the fact that there's so much sentimentality behind, like, her name is like, he was not thinking straight. Because, like, he definitely seems to love his daughter. Like, think for 5 fucking seconds, dude. Minorikawa, I'm so sorry. Toyama bowed his head deeply. So deeply, Minotikawa thought he might put his face through the floor. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your daughter! Oh, forgive me. Please forgive me, Hana. Toyama clutched her tightly in his arms. The girl hugged him back on the verge of tears. I know, right? Like, she must have... I know she's only 10, but, like, kids just know. Like, kids know when something is wrong. Like, they can tell. Like, speaking from experience, they can tell. They really can. Hey now, enough of the waterworks. I got your backs. Don't you worry about a thing. Minotikawa picked up the draft proposal for the pages that needed filling. The words Shibuya Scuttlebutt Special were plastered across the cover sheet in big bold type. They don't understand it, but they... Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Like, kids are very sharp in that regard. Okay, so a 12-page special edition blog on Shibuya. Fair enough. Chris on the dockhead. Trick yourself in with burning hammer! This is where it comes in! And then he's like, this is just concentrated golf pepper! Fuck you, man! Okay, I just ran out of drink, and I don't think it's a good idea to continue without anything to drink. So I'm just gonna run for a few minutes, and I will see you guys back in a second. Boo-boo!
Hello and welcome back to Cool Fitness with Mina.
Next up on the show is Burning Hammer. Definitely not a scam! Hello, Jabara. Hello, Argo. I'm back. Mwah. Got myself a Burning Hammer. Yeah, sure. Okay, so, little story. I was just thinking about it as I was going to get my drink, cause like, so I saw like a thread on Twitter about like streaming advice for like if you want to become like you want to do it as a job and stuff, and how to do things and stuff. And I mean it was all solid advice, like real talk, solid advice and all that. But I got to one where it said like avoid taking breaks, and I was like, damn. Cause like I was like my brain, the first thing I thought was like, oh shit, does that mean it's bad that I go to refill my drinks and shit? But then it was like talking about like, oh, don't take too many hiatuses and stuff, you know, if you want to do it as a job. But the first thing I was thinking was like, man, imagine like having to do like an 8-hour endurance stream and not being able to have a toilet break or something. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Like my brain was just in a completely different place.
the writer had intended. Then the writer had intended, and I was like, oh my god. Sometimes I need to read more than the first sentence. Lamau, usually they just mean a lot. No. Like, in this case, they refer to, like, spending many days without streaming. That was what they meant by break, you know? I also understand that you can't just be like, oh, I'll be back, and then just, like, leave your stream on for an hour while you go do some other shit. I understand that that's, like, also probably not a good idea. Not that I would ever do that, because I usually try to get everything done before, or, like, leave a little bit after a stream. But I'll see how long my throat lasts today. I did the good thing and did not get on a Discord call earlier to blab, so I didn't completely lose my throat for this. But it's just like, these games are like, it's hard. I mean, you could play it with other people, but I do feel like if you're playing something like this, you would just get way too sidetracked if you're playing more than one person. Drink yourself in with Burning Hammer. This reeked of a scam. The only way drinking more or something would make you lose weight would be if it were mixed with a laxative, probably. Still, there wasn't enough time to tweak a layout plan now. According to the proposal write-up, a product demo was scheduled for 1 PM that day. The location printed on the map was blurry and hard to make out, but Minorikawa had a rough idea of where it was. It looked like he didn't have much of a choice but to swing by the in hopes of getting more material. He scanned further along into the proposal. Society of Surveillance, hidden cameras installed throughout Shibuya. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Where are they now? Washed up screenwriter showcase. 60 squared. Twins share top prize at local university beauty contest. Wait. Is this wait. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh diddly dang minute. That seems very familiar. Shibuya now. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya? Shadowy foreign crime syndicate This is a lot of stuff! Those 7 pieces would have filled the 12 empty pages. That was the plan at any rate, but there weren't enough material there to make any headway. The Shibuya Now article didn't even have any proposed content. This sucked hardcore. Didn't look like there was much material for the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad either. The note suggested that a few years prior, a group of youngsters in Shibuya had banded together to help fight crime in their neighborhoods. At this point, however, things have flipped around completely and they become a gang of street punks themselves. So this is probably talking about Achi's gang, and when he left, it changed. It turns to the dark side. Had the makings for an interesting article, to be sure, but tracking down this gang would take time. Minorikawa was personally intrigued by the one about organ harvesting in Shibuya. The rumor was that organs were being smuggled out of Southeast Asia and fenced locally at a tremendous price. There was even a plan to ascertain the authenticity of these claims. Fascinating. If Minorikawa was going to be spending all day gathering other material, though, he didn't have much time to spare for it. Shibuya Now! The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya. Minori decided that one of those 3 would have to go. He thought about it long and hard as he stared at the draft proposal. There was a good chance he'd really screw himself over if he picked the wrong one. Finally, he decided to cut. I mean, Shibuya Now didn't have any proposed content, so maybe we'll take a chance on that one. He decided to cut Shibuya Now. He didn't have the time to make up an article out of whole cloth. His goal was just to make sure that 4-star general gossip made it to the press at all. Society of Surveillance. Where are they now? 60 squared. Those 3 pieces had individuals slated for interviews, but no appointments had been made with any of them. Unscheduled interviews were a dicey prospect. Minorikawa decided to call them up on his cell as he made his way down the list. The only one he managed to get a hold of was Shinnosuke Owarai from the Where Are They Now piece. The former broadcast writer has appeared on various popular variety shows on commercial network Sun TV. He currently heads up a small theater troupe known as the Wandering Angels, operating out of Shibuya. Later today, the troupe is putting on a performance at Theater 8 in Sakuragaoka-cho. He said he'd be willing to give a 15-minute interview after 2:30. Minorikawa sighed. He'd just have to get material from the others in a more impromptu fashion then. Putting his nose to the grindstone, he started throwing together a schedule for the day. Was it possible to get all the material and write it all up and still finish the whole thing by 8 o'clock?
There's no use. No matter how he tweaked it, none of his simulations ended with him having proof ready on time. He just needed one more thing. And that was another writer. Norikawa zoomed through his contact list, calling up all the freelancers he knew. The results were depressing. Answering machines, overseas on business, in the hospital, currently doing time. What kind of friends do you have, bro? That's hilarious. Novice freelancer Chiaki Iso. Okay. Chiaki was a bit of an odd duck, a reporter who was scared of talking to people. Minorikawa had never known anyone who became so hopelessly flustered in a one-on-one setting. In such a rattled state as to be unable to speak, Chiaki's tendency to become flustered is famous among her freelance writer colleagues. Once, she conducted an hour-long interview during which she only managed to ask her interview subject's name. Yet another chapter in the legend of hopelessly flustered Chiaki. Write an article on her! That seems fun. If she couldn't talk to people, she certainly couldn't do interviews. And if she couldn't get any real interview content, she wouldn't be able to write much in the way of copy. Would she come to his aid if asked? Quite probably. The issue was whether she would hinder or more than help. Yeah, sure, let's do it. This is no time for beggars to be choosers. Minorikawa decided to call up Chiaki. The phone rang several times before a sleepy voice finally answered. Sound only Chiaki, so... Hello? Chiaki, hi, it's Minorikawa. Are you free today? Oh, what? She seemed thrown by the abrupt question. Did you just wake up? No, I mean, well, yeah. Good morning. Her voice still sounded half asleep. So I'm guessing you don't have any work slated for today, as usual. Pretty much. No work, no money, no food. Nothing to do except sleep. If I'm not awake, I can't dwell on how hungry I am. She didn't sound well. Almost like she literally didn't have anything to eat. Well, I've got work for you. I'm over at 4-Star General Gossip. Get over here ASAP. What? You really mean it? That seemed to finally wake her up. Yeah, but hurry! Minorikawa decided he'd assign Chiaki to the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. First, I want you to take a look around Shibuya for this group of vigilante types. By vigilantes, you mean people who have volunteered to help prevent crime? There was a note of relief in Chiaki's voice. Yeah, that's right. Except apparently now they've turned into a nasty street gang. Did you say street gang? Nuh-uh! No, wait, absolutely not! Minorikawa could almost see her shaking her head on the other side of the end of the line. What if I get killed or sold into slavery overseas or something? He doubted there was much chance of the latter, or the former for that matter, but still he understood her concern. Alright, I hear you, he said. Then how about you go hang out around Shibuya Station and do some street interviews for me? Street interviews? There's a nervous waver in Chiaki's voice now. Yeah, just talk to normal, regular people walking around inside the train station. That should be fine, yeah? But, Mr. Mino, street interviews aren't really my, Apparently it was beyond her capacity to give him a simple no. No buts! Just interview at least 10 people and get me an article by 6 o'clock. Okay. Minorikawa had originally planned to act the Shibuya Now piece because it didn't have any content, but getting some quotes from people on the street would at least make for useful filler. That gave him a sudden idea. He'd take on the vigilante story himself and have Chiaki handle Shibuya Now. There was plenty of work to keep 2 people occupied throughout the day. The more time-consuming Organ Market story would have to be cut. Huh, okay. Okay, what picture of Chiaki we use for a phone call? I don't know, just put sound only, like Chiaki Iso. I mean, after explaining what kind of interviews he was after, Minorikawa hung up. Okay, I've got us another writer. We'll get through to Oyama somehow. Oyama shrugged gloomily. Yeah, well, the thing is, there's actually one more problem. Are you kidding me? Minorikawa couldn't hide the irritation in his voice. What is it now? The loan company is sending me a debt collector over at 4 o'clock. But as you can imagine, I don't have a single yen to give to them. That's less than ideal, yeah? So what's the plan? Well, they've said provisionally that if next month's issue gets published, they'll be willing to wait on repayment. And there's no problem. The issue's coming out guaranteed. But they're not going to take my word on it anymore. I'm gonna need to prove it. If we could fill, say, half of the 12 pages by the time they show up, I could probably convince them. Alright, Minorikawa said wearily. So for starters, we need 6 pages by 4 o'clock. They had to get all 12 pages done as it was. That made a perfect midpoint to shoot for. Any other problems you'd like me to let me know about? No,
Toyama said. No, that's all. I really am so sorry about this, Minorikawa. Again, he bowed his head low. Minorikawa felt distinctly awkward. He had known Toyama for years and had never been kowtowed to like this before. Yeah, well, just let me handle it, alright? Minorikawa unfolded a map of Shibuya. Oh, that's I find that funny. They have like Dogen Saka and like Dogen Saka 2. That they kind of divide them into sub ones. Fun. I see there's Shibuya 1, Shibuya 2, and I can see Shibuya 4 there. That's fun. Shibuya 3! I found it! The first order of business was deciding where to begin getting content. He marked the editing office with a circle, then considered where to head next. Diet drink sales demo center guy. That's, that would be... Yeah, it's, that would be like, it's like right underneath the now, that's where center guy is. It's marked with like a little red thingy-lingy. Sorry. Society of Surveillance, Dogen Saka, Endo Electronics, huh? So that's like down below here, so that's like in that like brown area. It's like you see the orange where Shibuya Station is, and like the yellow, like from the to the left from that, that's where Dogen Saka is. Hehe. 60 squared, Midoriyama Academy. University associated with Midoriyama High School. Notable alumni include famous actress Masami Nagahama, a national high school baseball championship winning pitcher, the Tissue Prince. Hilarious. Its educational philosophy is summed up in its slogan, words, skill, and beauty. A very high percentage of winners of the Miss Midoriyama contest go on to careers in the entertainment industry. Shibuya Vigilantes, location to be decided. Okay. To be determined, maybe. The diet drink sales demo was at 1 o'clock. And the interview with Shinnosuke Oarai for Where Are They Now was slated for 2:30, so those times were set. The question was, what to do in the interim? Yeah, let's go to Dogen Saka, because I think the sales demo was the one. Let's go. Dogen Saka. We're just gonna pick shit. I think it's better to just pick things, and we can always go back. Eventually. I am sure. It was a bit of a hike, but maybe he should go to Dogen Saka and check out Endo Electronics. Yeah, that should give him what he needed to put together the Society of Surveillance piece. Okay, heading out! Yeah, cause what caused Minoru to go on Rampage was to go- yeah, exactly. And like, when we need to round up the bad ends, we're just gonna get through those. Cause like, I know now that not all of these choices will lead to like a unique bad end, so it's like, we'll figure it out when we get there. I don't even think about doing anything else stupid while I'm gone. Got it? Minorikawa hustled out of the editing office, hoping Toyama would take his admonition to heart. Oh my god, I am... What is reading? Exit in the building. He hopped onto the taxi that was waiting outside. Thanks for waiting. Can you get me to Dogen Saka ASAP? Son of a bitch. Minorikawa bristled. I beg your pardon? That son of a bitch, you wanted to give a piece of your mind, sir. Was he waiting for you like you expected? Oh, yeah. And I damn well did give him a piece of my mind, too. I love these camera angles and freeze frames. Yes! Yes, man. The way that's like... One thing is, of course, how they edited it in, like, post, but, like, they have something with the camera that just makes it feel... Like, I think it makes me uncomfortable because it feels so, like I'm there, almost. Like, the way that they're shot kind of makes you feel like you're kind of in the moment. Hehe, glad to hear it, sir. Taxi spit off. Look at that! Aw, man. Kimizuka, bro! Minorikawa pulled out the proposal and looked it over again. The idea for the surveillance story revolved around the claim that hidden cameras had been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping districts, upwards of 500 of them. Supposedly, these had eliminated lots of blind spots, and the crime rate in the area had dropped significantly. 428 Shibuya Scramble. Better than virtual It's worse than. I mean, I don't like VR. I don't like VR at all. I've tried VR before and it just makes me dizzy. Like, it's not good. Like, I already get a little queasy at 3D glasses. Like, it's just not. Yeah. I feel like I've tried it once before and it just wasn't working. The cameras were managed by Daisuke Endo, the owner of Endo Electronics and chairman of the local downtown committee. That was Minorikawa's first mission then. He needed to get this guy's story. Depends if you've tried one older, then I'm not surprised. Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me it's just sort of like I don't like it. Like, it's scary. Like, I guess like it just in concept they scare me. Like, I don't like being completely blind spotted. Like, it's not fun. Like, I don't like even covering my eyes, so scanning the side of the road, Minorikawa finally spotted a rundown electronics shop. The sign out front, which looked like it might fall out at any moment, read Endo Electronics. Endo. But here's fine. The taxi stop, Minorikawa folded 10,000 yen billet from his wallet. Keep the change, he said. What? Look, don't sweat it. My name's Minori Minorikawa, and I'm a freelance writer. I care about two things. What's real and what's true. There's real worth to what you've done for me. There's a token of my appreciation. It's not much, but please take it. Minorikawa slid out the taxi and headed for the electronics store. Aww. Yeah, you also build endurance with time. That's true. Like, I guess for me, I also just don't live in an environment where I could do VR at all. I'm in a tiny house. It would be absolutely foolish. Like, I'm not even gonna think about what would happen in my tiny, cramped apartment. Don't even want to think about it. It would be terrible. I'm close off to VR because of one really bad. Yeah, I guess for me it's just sort of like the second it kind of felt like I was off the ground almost. It was really weird. Inside, Endo Electronics looked more like a mountain of hoarded junk than an actual business. Towering piles of ancient appliances stretched toward the ceiling. Old television sets with dial knobs leaned against computers with 5-inch floppy drives. A storage medium for personal computers in production from 1976 to 2001. The magnetic discs are sheathed in paper or plastic jackets and are known for their tendency to flop around in one's hand. Technically speaking, they are 5.25 inches in diameter. Incidentally, Door, released in 1983, the debut title from this game's producer, Koichi Nakamura, was produced in a 5-inch floppy version. He's feeling nostalgic. That's fun. What possible use could there be for all this outdated stuff? Mr. Endo, are you in here? Minorikawa called out. Nobody came to greet him. The shop was definitely open, though. Surely the proprietor hadn't left it unattended. Hey, Mr. Endo! Come on, I know you're in there! After a short wait, Minorikawa heard sounds from the living space behind the shop. The door opened to reveal the tired-looking middle-aged man. You see boxes and start the game of what year is it? Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Are you Mr. Endo? Minorikawa asked. I am, the man said guardedly. I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of something at the moment. Could you come back tomorrow? Please just give me a minute. I'm a freelance writer. Name's Minorikawa. Furi writer. Minorikawa Minoru. That's the fun. So... This has been Setagaya, I think? Interesting. I mean, I guess that's where his, Minorikawa showed Endo his business card. I'm reading an article for 4-Star General Gossip. A magazine piece, huh? Precisely, so if I could just have a little of your time today. The phone rang, cutting him off before he could get down to business. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Endo reached into the clutter and pulled out a telephone. Hello, Endo Electronics. The proprietor listened for a moment and raised an eyebrow. Yeah, that's a problem, alright. Right, understood. I'll try and get a hold of the customer then. Endo set the receiver back down. What was that all about? Minorikawa asked. Oh, yesterday I sold a dry ice machine, and the manufacturer just called to let me know the model is defective. Spidey! Welcome to the stream!
You understand everything. Yay! That's so fun. I love that. I love that. I love that. But I think sorry. Yeah, I guess if he's a free rider, that would be his address. So he lives in Setagaya somewhere. Well, I'm not sure if it's a real address. That's not something I can tell just from the card. Welcome to the stream, Spidey. Defective. Apparently, once it starts making dry ice, it won't stop. I just told the customer I have to recall the machine and refund their deposit. Please give me a moment. Endo sifted through some sales slips, read a number off of one, and made a phone call. It is fun to try and read stuff. Here, like as a student of Japanese. Nobody picked up on the other end, however. That's right, he grumbles to himself. He said they had some performance today. Oh my god! It's the same fucking guy! Performance, Minorikawa asked. I sold it to a guy from some theater troupe. They're called the Wandering Angels. Yes! It's the same guys! It's fun to try to read stuff. Mina 20. Shut up! Leave me alone. Also, guys, remember for anyone new, there are stream avatars down below. Spidey, specifically. If you want to go change the character you are down on the bottom of the screen, you can! Also, Argo can make stars for us. Ooh, yeah, I have Kirby and Vocaloid. I still love the combo. And you can type !jump to get stars. Yeah, there is a bit of a delay, so you want to jump a little before you A theater troupe run by Shinnosuke Orai, this afternoon at 5:30 p.m. They are performing their 22nd piece, Au Revoir. Right now, all of the actors are already at the theater, except for Akiomi Mondo, who plays the rival of the main character, Ryu. The angry production chief has sent his assistant to Mondo's apartment, but he does not yet know what awaits him there. Continued in the Tale of the Wandering Angels, episode 2. 6 episodes in all. Thank you! Kirby best! Yay! What Kirby did you become? I'm excited to see what Kirby. Okay. The Wandering Angels, that was Shinnosuke Oarai's theater troupe. Minorikawa had an interview with him booked for 2:30. Anyhow, what can I do for you? Minorikawa hastily explained what he was after. Endo gave him a dubious look. As I said earlier, I'm a bit busy right now. Busy cleaning up, I hope. How do you get anything done in this mess? Oh, you just read to all your interview subjects. 5 minutes! This can be 5 minutes of your time, please. You've got to be joking. Also, he just points. This guy just points. This is Minoru Minorikawa. He points. You gotta be joking. Go on, get the hell out of here. Endo headed for his back room in a huff. Fine. Then I just have to write what you already told me. Namely, that Endo Electronics sells defective merchandise. Huh? Just what are you implying? Did you or did you not sell that theater troupe a defective piece of equipment? I'm gonna get in touch with them as soon as... I'm betting they're in a hurry preparing for the performance. I doubt you'll be getting through to them today. Endo bit his lip. Now that I have your attention, Minorikawa said, let's make a deal! Minoru, me point to cower, yeah. Kirby's my favorite Vocaloid. Same. What kind of deal? I'm meeting with a member of the Wandering Angels a little later today. I can let them know about the dry ice machine for you. In exchange, all you have to do is give me my interview. Endo scowled. I wish you proof so you'll be meeting with the Wandering Angels. I might take advantage of a guy when he's down, Minoru replied, but one thing I'm not, it's a liar. I especially like Kirby Poyo and Popipo. The shopkeeper took a few moments to think about it. Fine, he grumbled. 5 minutes, that's all you get. Minoru whipped his notepad out of his coat like he was drawing a gun. Then let's get right down to it, shall we? Go right ahead. So I hear that over 500 surveillance cameras have been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping districts. Yes, that's right. Why so many? We used to have a lot of delinquents in town. Young people who act rowdy or cause trouble, often at arcades or convenience stores, parking lots, and who frequently resort to petty theft and order mischief. Order mischief, also referred to in more outmoded terms as ruffians or hoodlums. I love those words. Hoodlum. I love weird words. Can I just say that? Oh, old, outdated words is like my favorite thing. Endo said the word with marked distaste. Oh yeah. I remember there being some problem kids around. They were real punks. They vandalized my signs, made a mess of my storehouse. They were just awful. I see. Sorry, that was me. I'll remove the hood so I won't appear as a hoodlum!
Just a lum. You're just a lum now. Lum. Minorikawa scribbled diligently in his notebook. If my own son puts together a sort of vigilante squad to help teach those punks a lesson. Wait. Vigilante squad? Whoa, hold up right there for a sec. Minorikawa jutted out his hand to interrupt. This guy's son was part of the vigilante squad? Hoodless lum. That's also good. What a stroke of luck! Maybe he could also provide some info for the article in the gangs of Shibuya. Sorry, don't mean to get far too off topic here, but could you tell me the name of this group your son belongs to? They called themselves the SOS. Originally a group of well-meaning young people who would get together downtown as a sort of vigilante squad, trying to get Shibuya clean and safe. In those days, the groups never engaged in theft or other criminal activities. More recently, however, SOS has become one of the biggest gangs in Shibuya, resorting to defacing public property with graffiti, shoplifting, and shaking people down for cash. Lum with a hood. Prided themselves on being the top gang in Shibuya and all that. The top gang in Shibuya. Did I really just hit the jackpot right there? I hit the jackpot, bro! Making my water start good shaped up. Oh no! Oh no! That's so sad. Not to pat myself on the back, but go me! All I have to do is step outside and the story finds me. I think I might be a natural at this. I got Shibuya up. That's funny. As it happens, I'd also like to interview people from SOS. Would you be able to put me in touch with your son? Yes, sure. But you should know that my son isn't in the gang anymore. Ow, that's a jump point! I'm gonna wait with it. Oh, Minorikawa hesitated. Guess he's of no use to me then. Oh, believe me, I know how you feel. The look in those Facebook volumes! There's no point in interviewing Endo's son if he wasn't with the gang anymore. Can't believe Kano is a oh my god. I figured that Minorikawa's run of good luck would end eventually. So he's gonna lead to the form of a name, SOS. That was progress. Alright, so back to the matter at hand. There was no bit back open. What did you decide to do about all these juvenile delinquents? I set up a tiny little webcam in order to protect my property. A canvas decided to send video information to a computer via the internet. Look carefully and you can often spot them outside private residences and even in public streets, where they are installed for use in surveillance. Given the risks of transmitted data being intercepted, the images recorded by such cameras are generally encrypted to prevent playback by unauthorized third parties. Many landmarks and attractions make their camera footage publicly available online. That's kind of creepy. I don't know, that's a little weird. I see. And I'm guessing the webcam did the trick. Should it? And so then other local businesses heard about it and started asking me to install some for them. Web cameras aren't particularly expensive, so it wasn't too tough to set them up all over downtown. So I was in charge of the security cameras. Members of the downtown business committee take turns. The cameras are connected via a wireless network that business owners can access throughout the area. A LAN. You don't want to know how many public or less public cameras that are connected to the grid available online to literally everyone.
You are a little Kirb! Look at you! A little cute Kirby!
Cause they're not. Yeah. I have heard some pretty terrifying stories of like a pair of well-meaning parents who set up like a baby monitor, and like strangers get into it. There was also that case of like people who have. You're one Google search away from finding a freaking open database of them. Yeah, I know about the date. Like, I know. Yeah. There was also another case, and this one was really creepy. It was of like a girl's bedroom that was being monitored with the camera, and for some reason it also had like a microphone. And a guy hacked into it and started speaking to the daughter. My God. Oh my God. I know that people are like, oh, you're being too paranoid and shit, but like, I taped over my laptop camera the second I heard that shit. I was like, nope. Yeah, like, I mean, it was probably just a dude, like, out to troll, but like, that was like way too much. Like, considering who else could have had access to that instead of just a random dude who's an asshole. Anyway. That's the life. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know I do have a phone. But my phone selfie camera, it retracts when I'm not using it. So if I just have my phone face up, the camera can't be used. Like unless I'm actively using the. Yeah, but if I just have my phone face, yeah, and the mic still works. I know. Like there's a limit. Like if you want to use technology, there's a limit. So I just do what I can, you know, where I can. But yeah, overall, yeah, it really sucks. Okay, a LAN or local area network, a communication system that can only be used within limited geographical area. A wireless LAN transmits using electronic signals. Although convenient because it does not require cable attachment, there's a risk of signals conveyed in this way being intercepted by a third party. Yeah, being safe is important, but being overly paranoid is also not healthy. Yes, that's why I taped over my laptop's webcam, but that's about it. And I'm probably not gonna set up like a home security system, because like that shit is way too risky. How's your security for this wireless network? Oh, no problems on that front. Endo seems surprised at the question. All the footage sent over the network is fully encrypted. Encryption is the process of encoding data so that it is indecipherable by a third party. Restoring encrypted data to its initial form requires what is called a key, a program designed for this purpose. There are two main types of such cryptographic systems. Secret key crypto systems use the same key for both encryption and decryption. Public key crypto systems use a public key to encrypt the data, but require a private key known by the recipient in order to decrypt. Tape is literally the friend who says, "Ain't you got nothing to worry about?" Yeah. I mean, if the camera is then used, you can't see anything. Like, I know that doesn't prevent anything, but yeah. It's like, I know, like, I know this can all be, like, really scary and stuff, but it's no use getting all scared and paranoid about it. It's just, like, try not to make, like, unreasonably foolish decisions in this regard. Like setting up a baby monitor connected to the goddamn internet! Don't do that! Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Don't connect your, like, home security systems to the internet. That's really dumb. That's not a good idea. Still, people can't feel too good about being recorded on camera without their knowledge, don't you think? Minorikawa asks. Broken vase? Tape got you. Feel like someone's watching you through your camera? Tape got you. Also, they would work fine, but nobody reads the instructions. Yeah, there's that too, like... And that's why, like, a lot... Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of these, like, home security systems where the people who are installing it are just the people who live there, and, like, if you don't have the technical know-how, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. The shopkeeper's expression darkened. We hope to strike a balance between crime prevention and protecting individual privacy. Uh-huh. And who determines what that balance is? Minorikawa let a note of challenge slip into his voice. Note. Yeah. Just read the instructions. Yeah, but I mean, some people also, like, even if they read the instructions, they have no way of deciphering them. Me having to help my grandma set up a fucking, like a clock. Me having to help my grandma set up a clock because I understand the instructions, but she doesn't. Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying some people will just be like, oh, we're just gonna wing it, you know? We're just gonna wing it, and it's like, that goes wrong every time. That would be me. I've been entrusted with the management of the security cameras. I see. So essentially, you're providing your own moral oversight. I don't know how it works. I left it like that. Yeah, it's like, some people. Are you implying that I'm abusing my authority? Endo shot back. I'm doing this in the name of public order. Right, you've had your 5 minutes. Now get out of here. The shopkeeper stood up and headed into the back. I'll be sure to let the wandering angels know about the dry ice machine. Minorikawa hollered at the closing door. Episode 2, guys! Is here. When Akiomi Mondo didn't show up at the theater at the meetup time, production assistant Yukio Tosuka went to call on him at his apartment. Upon arriving, Tosuka found that the place had been staked out by debt collectors. Mondo had borrowed 300,000 yen, and they wouldn't leave his home until he paid up. It looked like the only way to save Mondo was to give the debt collectors the operating funds for the theater. But before Tozuka could head back to relay this news, the props master Shinichi Bando showed up. Oh, I'm so excited for part 3. Miko Korone freaking ignored instruction and had an air humidifier for months and never realized you have to put what? It's in the name! It's in the name! It's like, what makes things humid? I don't know. Dust? You know? So fun. Like, it's like getting a watering can and then just like going outside and like putting it over the flowers and wondering why it's not going well, and it's like, you need water? Sounds dry. Very dry.
It's like, I wonder why they aren't watering my flowers. It's a watering can.
Yeah. Yes. Korona did a sketch explaining that it must be when it purifies air, it takes water from the air and then use that. But I don't need to explain how dumb that is. That's so... Oh my god. That is... Oh, gee. Endo didn't reply. Cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Minorikawa had gotten enough of a story to put an article together, so he decided to hurry to a coffee shop and get started on some copy. Impressive that she thought that at all. I know! Cause it's like, how would it humidify the air if it has to take the humidity in the air? Then it wouldn't make the air any more or less humid. It would just take it would just take the moisture and then push it back out? Like, what was she thinking? That's funny as hell. Okay, he was making his way down along Dogensaka when his cell phone rang. The incoming call display showed Chiaki's name. To be fair, for Korone, it was after Miko's scandal. Fun with it, she tried to defend her face. Chiaki, what's going on?
Oh, it's no use.
Sounded like she was on the verge of tears. What's no use?
I can't do this. I just get songs of people passing by on the street.
What? Why not?
It's just that everyone seems so busy when they're walking past. If I try to interrupt them, they're gonna be all mad at me.
Well, who the hell cares if they get mad? Minorikawa was ready to start ripping his hair out.
I don't want him to be mad at me.
She whimpered again. Well, this wasn't about what she wanted, was it? She was supposed to be working, no whining. Look, Chiaki, you need to get me those interviews, period. Can I make myself clear? She hung up before she could squeeze in an objection. Also, Sharp official Twitter tweeted, please add water to air humidifiers. We're working hard to develop a humidifier that will not require one. No! No! I'm having, oh my god, I can't anymore! No! Okay, what is the Jeep? Go, what is it? Yes, Jeep. Go on, Jeep. I would love to hear. Damn it, Minorikawa muttered. Just what I needed, one more thing to worry about. He pulled his hair a few times, then cast a worried gaze in the direction of Shibuya Station. A block of cheese is just a loaf of milk! I am hearing out. I hear nothing but this catchy. Yeah, it's some good music. Like, Thank you, Jeep. Thank you for your amazing insight. If I was petty, I would time it down. Do not do that. We don't do that at this channel. Only if you say the F word. The prophecy. It's true. It's true, guys. The prophecy. Don't put it to rest. Just kill it directly. Throw it off a cliff. Yeet. So cheese is just heart soup. Oh, we actually made it through. Look at that. We survived. Okay, so we finished with let's try to see if we can make the jump to Achi, I'm assuming. So cheese is just heart soup to be continued. Yeah, we can do it. Let's go. Let's jump to Achi. See what the fuck is. Right. They were looking for the van. I remember now. Jump! Woo! Congratulations, Spidey. He told me, look. There it was. That is indeed a blue van. A blue van had appeared nearby, parked in a spot that had been empty previously. She couldn't see who was inside, but there was definitely something fishy about it. Besides, there weren't any other blue cars around, so this had to be it. He'd been right. The crooks had come back after all. I'm gonna go take a quick look, Achi said. You wait here. But before he could carry out his plan, he told me jump to her feet. Without a word, she rushed toward the van. Hold on! I said wait! She wasn't slowing down. She caught hold of her arm. Wait! This could be dangerous. What if the kidnapper's in there? I'm impressed by my skills. I calculated the delay of my text and the speed of the star. I am big smart. You're so cool, Spidey! I have no math skills, so thank you. But what if my sister's in there? I have to go help her! She knew full well what it was like to be impulsive, but there was one situation where cooler heads would have to prevail. We need to use our brains. Our brain. Kirei ni natta cookie. That's hilarious. That's so good. It's killing me. It's killing me. Amazing. We can't just hang out here, she insisted. What if the car takes off again? That's why I said I was gonna go take a look first. But isn't that dangerous? What if they do something to my sister because some random guy comes snooping around? Oh, huh. Yeah, you got a point. As she fought as fast as he could. The criminal told me to get into the van. There had to be some specific reason for that. What if they were planning to abduct her as well? Whatever the case, he couldn't just let her go. He had to make a snap decision. Let's just try going alone first. Let's see what happens. It's probably gonna drive away. Let's see what happens. Look, just let me go first. I don't want to put you at any risk. Romeo, don't go! No! Yeah. He told me his determination wavered at the look in Achi's eyes. Please, he continued. We have no idea who or what we might run into. If I think they're gonna try to run off again, I'll give some signal. Then you can come along, and I doubt they'll be interested in leaving then. He told me, gave a reluctant nod. Please, be careful. Will do. And tell me if my sister's in there. I will, you can count on it. Let's go, friends. I just stepped into the open and started walking toward the van. He tried his best to look as if he wasn't paying it any attention. Yep, just an ordinary passerby. He got nearer, he tried to sneak a glimpse inside. The van's dark window film made it hard to see who might be inside, or even how many people. Casually, he moved closer still to get a better look. Oh shit. Suddenly the sliding door burst open and several people jumped out. None of them were Japanese. For the moments, Achi was surrounded. Is the guy at the very left, like the behind, is that the one from the bridge? Oh my god, they're so hard to recognize because they're all wearing the same shit and glasses. Ah! Whoa, what? What's the deal? Achi said. He let out a little chuckle. Man, the thing must be packed. How many seats you got in that thing anyway? He took another step toward the vehicle and looked inside. One of the men pulled a knife from inside his jacket, thrusting it out in Achi's direction. He probably meant it as a simple threat, but on reflex, Achi went into self-defense mode, kicking him right in the jaw! Beat him up! Yeah. Got a knife? You have the time to talk about our Lord and Savior leather jacket? Nice shoes, can I take them? Mode. There was a loud crack as his foot connected. The man dropped out like a light. The other stared, then rushed him. Well, this sure hadn't gone as planned. Too late to take it back now. The damage was done. Achi was just gonna have to take out the rest of these punks, too. He nimbly shifted his feet, evading their initial attack. Having to take these guys on 3-1 wasn't gonna be pretty. Achi! He heard Hitomi cry out. Crap. He hadn't given any signal, but she'd come out of hiding anyway. He told me stay back! How was he supposed to fight all three guys and protect her at the same time? What could he do? What should he do? Is that a knife, mate? Don't go shanking me now! No offense to British people, please. Yeah, it's all good fun. But within moments, a number of passers-by had gathered around the fight. Maybe they'd heard Hitomi shouting. Hey, what's going on?
Oh my god, is that a knife?
This ain't just some petty squabble. Someone call the police! Some of them began taking photos with their cell phones. All this balderdash reminds me of Jean Lestrade. Oh, come on. One of the men cursed in frustration, then signaled for his buddies to get back into the car. And she couldn't stop them. The engine roared to life, and the van sped away. Knowing he'd never catch him on foot, Archie merely watched it go. Piece of shit. He'd failed. This was his fault. All of it. She bit his lip hard. How could he possibly face he told me now?
Archie.
Tommy's voice was hollow, empty. Archie stared down at his feet like a scolded child. I'm sorry. I didn't see whether your sister was in there or not.
I see.
The words, so simple and matter of fact, stung him to the heart. I'm so sorry. But he told me simply shook her head. The fact that she wasn't even chewing him out made him feel all the worse. Oh. Slowpoke can't catch a car, shake my head. I know, right? Too slow. I know I messed up, but I was going to say I'll make up for it somehow, but he froze with fear at what he saw next. Across the street, staring at them, was the man with the kid. No! If you can't catch a car, become car! Become car! I don't know how you do that, but become car! It was the man with the cane. He told me it's him! That's to get out of here. He grabbed Hitomi by the hand and bolted down Dogen Saka. Is that the new Nerf gun? I wondered. Man with the cane, slowest pursuer ever that is always behind you for sheer determination. I know, right? Like, how did it take him this long to catch up with us? Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The assassin followed, staying on his side of the road. Actually wasn't sure what to do. Should they try heading into the alleys and side streets again? No. It was more dangerous to head someplace where there'd be fewer witnesses. Best to stick to Dogen Saka for now. The men wouldn't be able to gun them down if they managed to lose themselves at the crowd along Center Guy first. Besides, the guy had to use a cane. Achin, he told me, could outrun him. Hand in hand, they sped along Dogen Saka through the intersection in front of the 109 building. Ah yes, I've been here many a time. Come on, he told me, just a little further.
Okay.
She was panting, but she pressed on. Achin risked a glance back over his shoulder. Huh? He stopped in surprise. Oh my god! Wait, is that- wait, no. What's wrong? He told me, yes. That guy, he's not following us. The slope leading down the intersection wasn't all that steep. Several plainclothes detectives have been hiding amidst the crowd in the intersection as part of the kidnapping stakeout. Right now, Director Kusei is sending a message to all officers over the wireless, and so the detectives have stopped to listen in. It's a bit unusual, an observant individual might notice. Come on, he told me, just a little further.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I just like... It was strange that the gunman hadn't bothered to He is a detective! He must be! Still, there was no time to worry about his behavior right now. He told me, can you still run?
Yes, I'm alright.
Then this is our chance, this way. They needed to put plenty of distance between them before the assassin came after them again. But they needed to find the van again and rescue Hitomi's sister. Would they be able to find it and yet stay hidden from the man with the cane?
Kira Miki!
Yeah. Actually wasn't sure one way or the other, but with Hitomi and Tao, he hurried onward towards Sentogai. We made it! Still not dead, bros. I'm surprised that was the correct answer. Very nice. I guess we could... Wait, was there a jump I didn't do? I feel like there was a jump I didn't do, but I forgot. Was it he? No, this one I did do.
Right, let's try doing the other option here. Right. Because I decided not to call him. Because I was like, I don't trust him. I just want to see. Okay, da-da-da. Yeah, let's try it, let's try. He took a nice deep breath, and then he dialed up Makino. All routes needs to be on to be continued to go through the next part, basically. I know. Has there been any progress? Makino asked as soon as he picked up. His voice is somber. No, Osawa said. Nothing much yet. A tiny sigh came in from the other end of the line. I see. Then what can I do for you? Sir, I'll just get right to the point. Have you conducted clinical trials using the antiviral drug? Makino didn't respond right away. What makes you think that? He asked at last. Osawa described the emails he received. I wonder if these are all real books and... Fumu. I think that's like... Riduseki? Interesting. When he'd finished, Makino let out his breath in surprise. Not over the phone, he said. We'll discuss this in person. I'll head over to your place when I'm done here. As soon as possible, sir. As soon as I can manage, Makino said. You're the only person who's busy. Oh wow, English writing on books I can understand! Yeah. But yeah, see, he has like the pink-ish books. They're like 2, and I think they are about like... So it only has like, it's cut off at the top, but I think it's supposed to say Irisu Kinkyu, so like... That would be like, you know, like material, like sort of like, what is it that called in English? Fucking... Oh my god. Why? See, I can't speak English! I know what that is in Danish and in Japanese, but in English, no. No, I want to know. I'm probably gonna feel like a dumbass. Research! Right. Research. He has 2 books on the research of viruses. And also something about RNA viruses. Interesting. Books, Poyo. Yeah, Kirby book. With that, Makino hung up. There was no doubt about it. There had been human testing. Osawa went to let Tanaka know he'd be meeting with Makino. Very. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you were here for that, Spidey, but, Osawa, the guy here, he basically developed, like, an antiviral drug. So not a vaccine, but, like, a drug to treat the virus. And basically, basically, it's a virus that's so bad, it's basically like Ebola, but faster. That sounds really bad, but, like, it's the same, like, strain as Ebola, but as, like, when you're infected, from the second you're infected till you die, is, like, 12 hours. So it's extremely dangerous to do human testing for this drug, because there's, like, if you were to, you know, try to test for this drug, if it's unsuccessful, people will just die. You'll just die. So, there hadn't been any way to do, like, ethical human testing, but it turns out that someone has been doing this testing and killed, like, tens of, maybe even hundreds of people doing it, and it's horrifying. And Osawa was being sent threatening emails about it, like, you did this is your crime, you know, something like that. A stolid-looking man stood in the hallway, almost as if he'd been waiting for Osawa to emerge. It was Yoshio Kajiwara! Banana Man, right? One of the detectives from the Shibuya precinct. A detective with the Shibuya precinct's criminal investigation division. He is sociable but awkward, and despite his reserved personality, he can be quite unsettling. His colleagues at the precinct refer to him by nicknames such as Japanese Columbo and Little Ken Takakura, giving his own quirky demeanor as a detective. Banana Man. No, okay.
It was just the first time we saw him was in like a shot of like 4 and 4 to 5 different detectives, and he was eating a banana. That's just why we call him Banana Man. Also, can we also just say that it often feels like it killed hundreds of people? People go, damn, that sucks. But it was like, it killed hundreds of puppies. Everyone was freaking uproar for months. I know, but yeah, it's really, really awful. He struggles Sawa as a bit too soft-spoken and meek for a detective, really. And his treatment of the kidnapping case gave an impression of flighty detachment that made him seem rather undependable. No, not really. Have there been any developments, detective? Kajibara's shook his head quietly. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really sure what to tell you. Kajibara then slipped a hand into his suit pocket. I'm telling you, banana! He pulled out a banana. A highly nutritious fruit belonging to the family Musaceae, I think? Genus Musa, because they contain a variety of different carbohydrates. Bananas can provide long-lasting energy and are an optimal energy source when exercising. The famous slipperiness of banana peels is due to the oils in the inner part of their skin, but even if all of the oils were removed, slapstick comedians would still probably slip on them anyway. Banana is a fruit? Banana fruit? Are you hungry? You're so good for when you're tired. I'm fine, thanks, Osawa said. Kajibara seemed to lack a detective's sense of situational awareness. Just being around him got on Osawa's nerves. Well, sir, I need you to come with me, the detective said. Banana should be species of its own. If you don't mind. He took Osawa by the arm. As Kajibara hurried him toward the living room, Osawa could hear other detectives talking on the other side of the door. Each time Kajibara appears, I'm hyped. Working at a time like this, seriously? Jeez, I do not get rich people and their priorities. Yeah, I feel bad for his daughter. And that's a real piece of work. Nice. They were bad-mouthing him in his own house. Oh, I'm really sorry about all that, Kajibara said, pausing in embarrassment. Osawa pushed past him and opened the door. The bros. A number of police detectives had holed up in the living room. They went suddenly silent as Osawa entered. So tell me, he said sarcastically. Would you rather I stay here weeping as I watch the disaster unfold? The detectives winced and grimaced. Forgive me for not being a perfect father, he added, his hostility building. Kajibara stepped forward to intervene before things go out of hand. Now. Let's not be touchy. I am not being touchy, Osawa snapped. But he knew full well that he was. These guys had the time to sit around backbiting him, but not go out and bring Maria to safety. Already close to half a day had gone by without any new developments. The ransom demand had come in the previous night at 8 o'clock. Maria had been abducted roughly an hour before. I see. Flashback! Tomorrow, 10 a.m. by Hachiko in Shibuya. Have the sister, he told me, bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit. The kidnapper called only once, the police were unable to run a trace. I'll do it, he told me said. Anything for my sister. She didn't hesitate in the slightest at the suggestion that she make the ransom handoff. Osawa was staunchly opposed to the idea, but the police were of the opinion that it was better to acquiesce to the kidnapper's demands. Ai's reaction, on the other hand, baffled nearly everyone. We don't have 50 million just lying around. Are the police going to be putting that together for us? Kajibara stepped in to reassure her. Aren't they rich? Wait, what? Oh my god, oh god, I hate her. I hate her. She, like, you're calling Osawa a bad father, and this is the mom? This is the mom? Who's a bad parent now? Jesus Christ. Kajibara stepped in to reassure her. If it comes down to it, the police will be able to help raise the money. Okay, go ahead then. Do it. We need you to pay it back afterwards, of course. Well then what's the point of that? She needs her makeup, don't blame her. Come on. I's voice spiked up to a piercing shriek. Calm down, Osawa told her. You're making a scene. I turned away in a huff. It's alright, Detective, Osawa continued. I'll talk to the bank first thing tomorrow morning and figure something out. At that, I stormed out of the room. Kachibara bowed his head several times in apology. As soon as he told me he has made contact, we'll apprehend the suspect and take things from there. What? Hold on. Won't I put Maria in danger? If you let the kidnapper get away with the money, we have no proof that he will return the hostage safely afterwards. Yeah, she isn't, like, she was already, like, okay, so we've seen her in one scene before, and she was definitely not very pleasant. Like, she wasn't very pleasant to Osawa either, so I'm like, why is she like this? Ai is a really unfitting name for a woman like her, holy crap. There's a certain logic there, Osawa had to concede. I see, he said. I'm glad she's supportive in this hard time, I know, right? So you're saying that catching this guy will be easier for you if he keeps my daughter hostage? No, that's not what I was implying at all, Kajibara wiped the sweat off his brow and bowed profusely. At least, I promise we'll get your daughter back safe and sound, Mr. Osawa. Obviously, there was nothing to be gained from further challenging the detectives. Alright then. I'll let the police do their job. Osawa bowed even lower than Kajibara had. Yeah, I mean... How long are you gonna just loaf around? I shrieked as she stormed into the room. Hurry up and arrest this guy! She was becoming increasingly hysterical. Meh. Meh. Sorry, my voice is getting tired. I can't really pull out those shrieks right now. That is not in the cards for me today. An hour had passed since the suspect had taken the money, and yet the police had made no effort to apprehend him. The police apparently had a rule against discussing an operation before it was fully resolved, and so the Osawas had been left in the dark. I'm against that tactic, but she needs to not sleep meds to get bogged and wake up after the whole thing. Yeah.
It's okay. Mwah. Goodbye, Spidey. Thank you so much for coming and being a little cute Kirby on my screen. Thank you. Bye-bye.
They had overheard the task force talking over the wireless, and it appeared that they were deliberately letting the suspect roam free.
Hey!
I snapped again.
If he gets away with our money, you are going to reimburse us, right?
Sawa scowled. She made it sound like the money was more important than Maria's life. The detective exchanged uneasy glances. You know, I'm gonna call her out! Osawa chided his wife. It's only money. It doesn't matter.
Only money? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how much we're talking about here? That's a whole ass bag that I could be buying right now, but I have to spend it on my stupid daughter.
That's how she sounds like right now. The ferocity in her voice left him with no response. He should have known better than to expect her to make sacrifices for his daughters. Wait, is it not her daughters? Okay. I guess that does explain it a little bit. Yeah, like, I'm like, did she just marry him for his money? I feel like that's... By now he was accustomed to Ai's coldness toward the two girls. Okay. The twins were Osawa's daughters from his first wife, who had passed away 15 years earlier. And because Ai's dad is his boss, right? Like, his dad, like, her dad is on the board of directors. He can't really get out of this marriage, no matter what he does. Ah, that's so shitty. I had no blood ties to Maria or Hitomi herself. That's still awful! It's awful. Like, it's just that she doesn't really love him, because, like, I would feel like if you loved someone, you would also love their children, right? Like, I get that, like, okay, they're not your daughters, but, like, wouldn't you at least want to see them safe and, like, care about them because of your, like, your significant other? Like, I don't know, it just feels awful.
Well,
I continued.
Are the police gonna reimburse us or not?
She glared pointedly at Kajibara. Well, right now we've focused on making sure Maria is safe. But yeah, Osawa's boss had a daughter that probably was to stick up her arse to manage to marry and basically use her as a trophy wife kind of thing, but that seems kind of awful. Yeah. It's not good. I stormed up to him, shouting it right in his face.
Stop dodging the question, answer me!
Yes, of course, Kajibara squeaked. Maybe, would you like something to eat to help you calm down? He held out a banana. I smacked it out of his hand. you not the banana? Oh, she has stepped over the line now. Oh dear, what a waste. Kajiwara scrambled to retrieve the fruit from the floor. Osawa went over to Tanaka and whispered into his ear. I'm gonna meet with Mr. Makino. Tanaka nodded silently. Turning, Osawa saw Kajiwara looking in their direction. They made eye contact, but Osawa quickly looked away and strode out of the living room. Kajiwara followed after him. Excuse me, Mr. Osawa? Yes, what is it? The detective fussed sheepishly with his hair and forced a smile. Sir, we'd appreciate it if you could remain in the living room as much as possible. Osawa was in no mood to stand on propriety. Look, I've got a ton of work to do, he said. Are you here to tell me to play the role of the grieving father too? No, not at all. Personally, I happen to think you're an admirable father, Mr. Osawa. Admirable? Did the word have a ring of sarcasm? What is this music? He had no way to tell if Kajiwara was being forthright with him or not. You're no ordinary fellow, Mr. Osawa. You're a genius. A genius? Me? Osawa made a skeptical noise.
Me?
Am I mistaken, sir? You've made very important strides in the field of virus research. Or, well, so I've been told. Osawa wasn't sure how to respond. He never considered himself a genius. He was just someone who was more interested in viruses than he was in other people. Everyone who's a genius is also a little bit odd, after all, Kajiwara went on. Probably he'd intended that as a compliment, but still. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with weirdos, so long as they leave us ordinary folks alone, you know. Is this guy trying to place me or insult me? So I let out a heavy sigh. Genius, weirdo, what did it even matter? So long as he could be left to his work, he didn't care one whit how he looked in other people's eyes. Kajiwara wiped the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief. By the way, what are you working on right now? He asked. I'm afraid you wouldn't understand even if I explained it to you, Osawa replied. Right, precisely. Even if I gave it my full attention, it would still be beyond me. He peered with sudden intensity at Osawa's face. Ah! I'd appreciate if you didn't hide things from me, sir, he said. Osawa gaped at a loss for words. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kajiwara added hurriedly. Goodness, that made it sound like I'm accusing you of hiding something, didn't I? The detective bowed his head repeatedly. Kajiwara? Kajiwara? What? I hope you'll forgive me. He held out the banana. That won't be necessary. How about this then? This time he pulled out a bar of chocolate. Yeah! No, thank you. Did this guy just carry an endless food supply wherever he went? Oh my, Kajiwara murmured. Your genius really are tough to sort out. He inclined his head, mumbling to himself for a moment. What can I get for you then, sir?
Talon! Welcome to the stream. We have stream avatars now. Hehe.
If you want to get yourself a cool little avatar, you can go down below and pick whoever you like. We have Vocalites and Kirby. Hello and welcome to the stream. We are hanging out. We are doing more of this. What I really like is some time by myself. Yeah, we can get stars. Remember exclamation point jump to get stars. Goodbye. In a daze of exasperation, Osawa felt his way to his study. Locking the door, he finally let out the breath he'd been holding. Then his eyes alighted on the bookshelf against the wall. Book! Aww. That's so cute. He pulled out a photo album and began to flip through it. There were pictures of his daughter's grade school enrollment ceremony. Their mother had already passed away from illness, so Osawa had taken the girls himself. If you remember that, after the ceremony, he told me he had come down with a fever. He told me he had been rather sickly as a girl, falling bedridden at the drop of a hat. Maria, by contrast, had been lively and energetic, quite the handful. Osawa had found it remarkable that their personalities could be so different, despite them being twins. He flipped further into the album. Oh, there was a picture of the three of them at their grade school graduation. Maria was looking away from the camera.
So I felt like someone had stabbed a dagger in his heart. His daughter is a virology. Which truly concerned him more? Which did he truly love? Damn.
Congratulations, Argo! Oh, good jumping.
It was ridiculous to try to compare the two. He knew the answer before he even asked himself. Even so, human emotions were complicated and sometimes made people act inconsistently. One of the consequences of that was this photo album. This is the last photo he had of Maria. Wow! Wait. Wait. They said their grade school graduation, so that would have been 6th grade. So she would have been like 12 in this photo. That means he hadn't had a photo of his daughter in 7 years. Holy crap. He searched and searched through the rest of the album, but she was nowhere else to be found. Aww. Okay, so his wasn't actually that long. I forget with Tama what happened. Right, there's like nothing here. Achis is done. Yeah, I guess Kano. Because now he doesn't die. Yeah, I think we'll go through this one with Kano and then we'll see how we are on time once this is finished. Yeah. I'm actually not sure which one to pick. I guess I'll just look away. Kano decided to look away nonchalantly, but his anxiety got the better of him, and after a moment he turned his gaze right back. Soon the two men were locked in a staring contest. Oh, okay. Fake choice! Fake choice! Fake choice! Oh, my G, fake choices. Ooh. Sheesh. Guess I overreacted.
You gotta stop staring at people, bro.
An oddly dressed passenger murmured in Kano's ear. Blend into your surroundings more. Sasayama, when did you get here? In a new costume. You're beautiful. Gorgeous. You don't know that. It could be important butterfly thing. I don't care. Let's figure it out. I love your costume. Mwah. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Love it. Wait. Pat on the backside and okay, so you patted him on the ass? That's funny. Just like pat, do your best. The suspect, meanwhile, was still staring out the window. The announcer's electronic voice filled the train compartment.
Next step, Harajuku. Next stop, Harajuku.
Huh? Kano almost cried out. The suspect was moving toward the exit door. Apparently he was only taking the train one station that's one station, like Shibuya and Harajuku are within walking distance of one another, like that's not a long ride. He's just stringing them along. Harajuku. He's just stringing. The train pulled into Harajuku station and the man got off. Yep, it's very crowded. Like, the thing about Harajuku is that it's just such a small oh my god. The walk from the bottom of the station up is always like, oh my god, especially when there are people. Like, it's a tiny station, and it's so trafficked. The area east of the Japan Rail Harajuku station, corresponding to Jingumaya Ichome in Shibuya, once a bustling shukuba or post station, where travelers could rest while journeying across the country. In modern times, it bustles instead with high schoolers after school displaying flashy youth fashion. Clothing and accessory stores and fast food restaurants line the streets. Many cutting-edge trends in Japanese youth culture get their start here. The detectives following him disembarked accordingly. The suspect walked along the platform and took a seat on an empty bench. Was he checking to see if he had a tail? Sticking around the platform at a station where you just got off was pretty unusual behavior. Not wanting to arouse the man's suspicion, the investigators and the MPD made their way down the stairs as inconspicuously as they could. Kano, however, had a sudden inspiration and went to speak to one of the station attendants.
Sorry to bother you, but I think I left something on the train just now. He tried to keep an eye on the man on the bench as he fed a story to the attendant. The suspect sat silently on the bench, attaché case clutched securely in his arms. He didn't really look like he was checking for a tail. Was he waiting here for someone else then? He's just gonna get back on the fucking train? Before long, a train heading counterclockwise around the loop arrived. He's gonna get on. The man from the bench rose from the bench and stepped up to the boarding area. Wait, what the heck? If this guy got on the counterclockwise train, wouldn't it just take me right back to Shibuya Station? The man boarded the train. Kano had no choice but to follow suit. Was this guy playing them? It really does seem like he's pulling them around for no reason. The suspect got off again once the train reached Shibuya. All he done was go to Harajuku and come right back. Kano reported in Tsukuse. The suspect has returned to Shibuya Station. Acknowledged. Keep tailing him. Yeah, it's like, no, we are being played for fools. He's playing us for fools. Kano felt himself growing increasingly paranoid. This criminal organization didn't seem too keen on getting away. And here was HQ giving these guys free rein. Something was off. He was sure of that. As he tailed the mark, Kano took out his phone. What were Tatano's instincts about the case right now? If the senior detective had any advice, Kano would love to hear it. He dialed Tatano's number. The line rang a few times, but nobody picked up. Probably he was too busy seeing to Hitomi's safety. Kano felt bewildered. He'd been letting the suspect lead them around for over an hour now. During an abduction case, you generally didn't update the victim's family on any developments in case they tried to interfere. Kano could only imagine what the Osawa family was going through right now. Yeah. After a short walk from Shibuya Station, the attaché case was handed off yet again. This time, the recipient was a tall, dark-skinned man. Again, the Shibuya-based task force split into two groups in order to tail both suspects. Kano stuck with the man who had the case. As the previous man had done, the newest suspect wandered around Dogensaka for a while. Repeatedly looping around and around the same locations was a weirdly roundabout way to make a series of handoffs. Excuse me, detective? Kano turned around with a start. Oh, hey, he said. I know you. It was Leland Palmer. Oh! Yeah, I remember. The lecturer who'd been an eyewitness to the kidnapping. The man practically radiated concern. How's Maria doing? Is she alright? I'm very, worried for her. His Japanese was more halting now. Lidando. Yeah. My heart, it is with her family. Kano gave a quick look around. It didn't appear that they were being watched. Yeah, no, not sticking around. Nope, not risking it. If the syndicate spots us, my cover's blown. We're host. I can't stick around like this. Leland, I'm sorry, but at this stage, I can't share any details. Is that so? Oh, yes, of course. Leland cast his eyes down and hung his head. Please don't worry, though. We're still hard at work investigating. Ah, yes, thank you very much. With that, Kano turned away from the lecturer and went back to tailing his suspect. Do me, please, do me, no, no! It was weird that she called twice when she knew he was in the middle of something important. It's just like, my dad's dead! That'd be funny. Had something happened while she was waiting at the cafe with Shizuo? Could that be a fucking riot right there? Kano picked up hurriedly. What's the matter?
What's the matter? You know what the matter is.
Rather than Rumi's soft soprano. Oh, what's the matter? You know what the matter is. Jesus. Rather than Rumi's soft soprano, it was a threatening masculine voice that came over the phone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kano felt his whole body stiffen with dread. Is this my father-in-law speaking? I don't remember being anyone's father-in-law. The speaker's tone was firm and flat. No, I know, I just, Kano found himself at a loss for words. So you're dating my daughter, huh? Sir, yes, sir! Kano barely squeaked out his reply. Thinking about getting married? Yes, sir. Speaking of which, I'd love the chance to sit down and have a nice lunch. And how long are you gonna keep me waiting? Hurry up and get your ass over here. Oh, how very much Kano wished he could do exactly that. Sir, but... Forget it. The words came in an angry huff. You can't have her. Goodbye!
What? Sir, please wait!
As Kano cried in desperation, he heard Rumi's voice on the other end of the line.
Dad, you can't just leave my phone like that, Jesus. Oh my god.
You were taking too long in the bathroom.
Give it back.
Rumi? Kano tried and failed to keep the heartbreak out of his voice.
Sweetie, what's wrong?
Your father just said he doesn't want us getting married.
What, Dad? What did you say to my boyfriend? Oh, how dare you? Oh my god.
Listen to you. Calling that boy little pet names and whatnot. I think you're a little too attached.
Daddy, haven't you met him? Shut the fuck up, God.
That's why I told you to have him come see me. How long is he gonna make me wait? Kano listens as two argued on the other end of the phone. The phone must be lying somewhere between them. It doesn't get any more awkward. Rumi, I'm sorry! Kano shouted apologetically into the mouthpiece. This is all my fault. Please, you don't have to fight like this. The phone clattered as Rumi's gambles would bring it to her cheek.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Sorry for what? Sorry for what? It was Shizuo again, grumbling in the background. You have nothing to apologize for.
I'll deal with my father.
Rumi said hastily.
You just focus on work, sweetie. I know you're in the middle of something really important.
Thanks, Rumi. Kano was legitimately touched.
Oh my god, she's such a nice one.
I'll do my best. Hilarious. Am I a good groveling father? I did my very best. Kano hung up and went back to the task at hand, more determined than ever. Gee, why is her dad such an ass? Bruh. What happened? Again. For Rumi's sake, not to mention the victims, he needs to focus on cracking this case. The man he was tailing was walking several meters ahead. There was no telling when Kuze might give the arrest order. Kano braced himself to spring into action the very instant the order came down. Mobile command to all units! As much of the director's voice came in over the wireless. It was time to make the arrest at last. You've identified the man who first picked up the attaché case by the statue of Hachiko. No arrest yet, Ben, but still a crucial development. That's him. Okay. Okay. His name is Tariq Al-Karawan, maybe? I'm not good with names. I'm not... He's got priors for larceny, illegal possession of narcotics, you name it. He belongs to a foreign criminal syndicate that's operating in Shibuya. Kano felt his apprehensions rising. Okay, so he's a known criminal. If the syndicate was behind the kidnapping, they were anything but amateurs. And though they might be leading the police on a wild goose chase, they certainly weren't playing around. No, but this confuses me, because weren't we just talking about in the beginning how it didn't seem like it was like it seemed like someone with a rap sheet, but not like a seasoned criminal. That's confused. Now I'm confused, because Nice, okay, so we just have Tama left. That was very short. Okay. Wait, why does it say... Oh, I can't do it. Okay, I was like... I can't remember what happened here. I guess I'll just have to go back. Okay. Yeah, we've all gone through this. And then she fucked them up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she got rid of his ass.
He's like, you do. Please help me. Thank you. Right, we ended up on Mina just. Oh, right. So that should not happen now because we're into Endo Electronic. Right, it's just hard to remember when, like, it's hard to remember because it only shows, like, the beginning of the scene, so I'm like, wait, where did this one end up? You know? Yeah. Good stuff. Bruh, didn't your back hurt? Bruh, 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 bruh. Okay, let's go. Yeah, just, like, she's been kind of styled to look a lot like Hitomi, like, it's... He in trouble, guys! I just had to take a chance on my life. And borrow some money like a dumbass. Because that's definitely something smart to do. Put on your Tama costume. Become Tama, become as Tama, become as Tama. Okay. Now we're back to the present and whatever poor Tama has to go through. Looking back on it, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events. Still, if I was gonna get my hands on that necklace, I had to take the chance that this job would pay out.
I thought we were gonna be able to sell a single bottle of this crap.
Chitty whispers in my ear.
I'll just have to do the best I can, I say.
I say it more to myself than to anyone else. Once again, I ask myself, why am I in such a rush to get this necklace anyway? I honestly don't know. It's the strangest thing. I try my hardest to think of a reason, but all I get is a dull, aching throb to the back of my head. Owie, my head, ow, ow. It's the same pain I felt earlier, as if I'd gotten a good bonk on the head or something. Who bonked her? Oh gee, it just stopped there, wow. That's terrifying. Bonkers. That's a little scary. I think that was all of them. Right? Yeah! I'm sorry. That was exciting. Oh my god! Cat's out of the bag! Well, I'm really... 1 hour and 4 hours! Yeah, basically. I guess we could do a little, like, just before I end off. I really like the cast so far. Like, just like, especially the main 5. It's a very interesting collection of people. And I like how many, like, different things you get to see. Like, it's definitely one of those things where you're, like, pretty amazed that they somehow fucking managed to make it work out, you know? Like, how? How do you pull this shit off? I don't fucking know. Congratulations, Argo! Congratulations, Argo. Ooh. Okay, I am just looking... Yeah, but I am having a lot of fun. This is great. Good time. Good time. Yeah, let's rate Marumi today. I think that would be fun. So yeah, this is great. I am having so much fun. Marumi is a really fun VTuber friend of mine, and they are playing Grand Theft Auto 5 right now. So let's go enjoy that, and I hope you will be back with me for more of this bullshit next week. We're gonna do it on Thursday because I get my booster on Saturday, and we do not know how well I'm gonna be Saturday. So we're doing the booster. We're doing this game on Thursday and maybe Saturday. So we're gonna play a lot. It's a beefy game, so we can definitely play that. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week with more stuff. Goodbye! Oh yes, Mina!